Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen here on Dork Tales. This is episode 40, The Clash of Fallen Flames. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly. I use he and him as my pronouns, and folks, I am very excited to be here. What is the ultimate episode of Dragonlance? We're going to be getting started in just a minute, but before we do, let's pass around and see who is going to be playing tonight, starting with Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I use she, her pronouns, and tonight I get to play Kelara Vingard, our human cleric of Mystical, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Nice. Over to Chris.
Hello, I'm Chris. I go by Blogg in the chat, use he, him, or they, them pronouns, and I get to play Godfrey Highvalor, the slowest mover in the world.
Slowest mover in the world. Like moving on women or moving like...
Yep.
Okay.
Just
Fair.
ask Kelara.
I do have haste. Actually, I don't have haste anymore. I'm out of haste. Sorry.
40 episodes, and maybe he'll ask important questions.
Maybe. We'll find out tonight. All right. Down to Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns, and so does Rizira, Moonbrush, our... I was gonna say half-elf, and for some reason I've not played a half-elf, but I don't know why. But she is our swashbuckling kinderkrug of the group, and maybe she just stole a race, species.
Like in Munchkin.
Lineage? Yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited for game tonight. It was very bittersweet putting on Riz's makeup.
Nice. Over to Cal.
Hello, everybody. My name is Cal. I use he, him pronouns. I am Neo Cal in the chat, and I am here playing Aurontiros Caledon, the Qualinesti elf bard from the College of Lore, who uses any pronouns. And
Perfect.
well, it's softball time.
Softball time. You already did softball. Now it is something else.
It's overtime.
It's overtime. Over to Jen.
Hey, I'm Jen. I use she, her pronouns, and for tonight, and probably the last time, hopefully not because she dies, but because we're just at the finale of game, I will be playing Hazeal Nightgranite, our dwarven lunar sorcerer, who is so low on spells. Oh no.
You'll be fine. I'm sure. You'll of course be fine. Maybe. Possibly.
I'm sure I'll be fine. Yeah.
Here's hoping. All right, so folks, we're going to be starting game in just a second. But before we do, I have to do a big thank you tonight because through the majority of Dragonlance, we have been sponsored by Bookwyrm Games. They have been a fantastic sponsor and partner on this adventure, and I cannot thank them enough for all of their support. So thank you to Bookwyrm Games. If you need some dice, head to bookwyrmgames.com. They have more than 170 different types, from gemstone to acrylic to liquid core to resin to wooden to giant to ones with like eyeballs in them. It's kind of cool. You can also get dice bags. You can get tea, which is a fantastic gift for the holiday season. You can also get familiars, dice bins, and very soon you'll be able to get your own gaming tables at Bookwyrm Games. And the best thing is all of it is 10% off with code DORKTALES. A big thank you to Bookwyrm Games for being a fantastic sponsor and for supporting us throughout this war. Folks, this is the last episode of Dragonlance, probably. Looking at all the stuff here, I just want to make sure that I have all of the purchases that people have made with their channel points. So how many something good happens do I have? 4?
You have 4 something good happens. You have 2 hurt them mores. You have a drama bomb, and all of us have determination.
Okay, I have 2 hurt them mores.
That's
Perfect.
all I've seen in the chat.
Okay.
Wow.
Then I will quickly give you all determination. If you're listening to
Well,
podcast,
Rizira had it bought for her 3 times, so we're just spreading it out.
we're just spreading the love.
Every
Y'all can deal.
I asked for hurt them more, or not hurt them more. I asked them for determination, and much like the Robin Hood Men in Tights, lend me your ears. They all threw determination at me. It was great.
Basically.
I
Never
am
Lucky
Spartacus.
BC and Sylvester Slays just bought a couple more Hurt Them Mores.
Perfect.
Yes, one of the
Three total.
3 more.
Oh,
Saber
and
Sword.
if
Another
something
something
good
good.
happens.
All right. So folks, we are heading into this final battle. Last episode, we fought Lord Soth, which was a much different story than I expected it to be. But as we are heading into this final battle, does anybody have any questions or comments? Definitely some concerns.
Always concerns. We've determined that.
Yeah, I know nothing good happens.
Yeah, I would like to mention, because we did this off stream, that as we were flying over to where we currently are, I may have done some sorcery points for spell slots switcheroos. So, in case
Can I borrow
anybody's
some
like
of those?
tracking my spells for me, yeah.
Can I borrow some sorcery points to get some bardic inspiration back?
No,
No, no? Okay.
no.
Perfect.
I forget how the end of last game happened, because I'm trying to remember, because I know Riz put the mirror out to try and get the dragon. I want to say Parlogist, but that's not the right dragon. The death dragon.
Yep.
We
Caravarix.
flew from there over.
Okay, so Riz would have had the mirror back in her bag, potentially.
Yes, you did grab that on the way out.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, that's one thing I had forgotten to ask, because they used their breath weapon, and I forgot to ask last session, is the mirror impervious?
It is not. It is totally breakable.
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I mean, Riz already had the mirror in her bag, right?
She did.
Yeah.
All right, so folks, without further ado, it is time for us to hop in now that I've got everything tallied. I did not grab nearly enough dice for this, so I'm going to wing it. All right. Ooh,
I pulled the mirror out after the breath weapon. So
Okay.
I went back close and pulled out the mirror, so it was after she had tried to breath weapon us. So the mirror was not in the breath weapon.
Fair. All right, folks, here we go. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so folks, without further ado, let's begin the final episode of Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. As you landed in that clearing, the bastion of Takasis crumbles. As the flying citadel tilts precariously, massive boulders fall to the earth, taking dragon army troops with them. It pivots, heading toward Kalaman Harbor, leaving a trail of devastation beneath it as it falls. Astride your dragonels, you have no problem making it clear. Flying away from the crashing citadel, you land over in a clearing. Above you, you can see Draconians flee the citadel, making hard landings on the battlefield. Foes scatter. And from the safe side of the bay, you can see moored ships with Kalaman's troops surging out. This is a day that you will remember for the rest of your life. And then suddenly, as you land in the clearing, finding a bit of respite from the falling debris, from the surge of Draconians, a streak of red sweeps low on the battlefield, crashing through dozens of retreating enemies. At the last moment, it sweeps upward, and a mighty red dragon perches atop a stone spire fallen from the citadel above. On the dragon's back sits a woman with short white hair and dragon army armor. She levels a vicious pike at you as her left eye, a crimson gemstone, smolders with a red flame. Obviously magical. Kansaldi Fire-Eyes looks at you from the top of this pinnacle. And we need an initiative roll. Okay, so she is up quite a ways, just so you are aware. Looking forward, the place that she is on is 30 feet above you. So, 10 feet to the first level, 20 feet to the second level, or as you can see on the map that is marked there. Gotcha?
Gotcha. So for movement,
That's really helpful.
yeah,
That's
things like
Did you add that?
No, it actually came with the module.
Good job, module. I love
Right?
that.
Oh
for
no.
things like Misty Step. Does that go as the crow flies, or
Misty Step is as the well, it's kind of trigonometry, but we'll figure it out.
okay? Cause yeah.
It's the
I think
it's
Pythagorean
saving.
theorem.
Angles don't. Pythagoras doesn't exist in D&D 5e.
Right.
God
I
damn
hope
it.
so.
Damn, I was gonna say now it's my time to shine.
All right,
That's
let's
perfect.
check
Very close.
initiative right now. So I've got Riz with a 29, starting off strong. I have Ignis, the red dragon, starting off with a nat 20.
No.
Oh, no thank you.
I have... Ooh, I got to roll for Levna, too. What am I doing with my life? I have Levna starting off with a 10. That's great. Okay, so nat 20 means that Ignia and Aurontiros are going together. Then it is Kansaldi with a 17. Then Kelara. Then a tie between Godfrey and Hazeal.
Go ahead, Hazeal.
And then Levna bringing up the rear at the bottom. Kansaldi perches atop that spire and calls down to you. Well met! Oh, I should be almost proud of you. Almost as proud as you are of yourselves. What an accomplishment, bringing down a heap of rubble. Despite all your efforts, you should know, the Dragon Queen's victory is inevitable. Half of Ansalon already bows to her. You have delayed Calaman's fall, but my troops are a mere fraction of the Dragon Army's forces. My master, the High Lord Verminar, will return with even greater numbers. Even now, other dragon armies are assembling flying citadels. It is only a matter of time, but fear not. Perhaps I'll show you mercy. If one of you submits to me, I will spare all of your friends. If one of you bows. Of course, I'll have to burn that one alive. But I promise I will spare all of the others for the trouble.
Can I roll insight to see how truthful?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
And I know we're in initiative, but I really want to do something. But I want to see what his initiative
Fair.
comes up with, or what his insight comes up with.
Sounds good.
I got a 24.
Okay, a
on
dirty
insight.
20.
Okay, 24 and a dirty 20. She's honest. Yeah, if one of you submits, she'll burn them alive and spare the rest of you. I could always use more soldiers in my army to replenish the ones that were insufficient today.
Can Kelara do just a motion, not like even much of a, like spoken, like be like literally
Give her the
a
finger.
second. Yeah, basically she's gonna like give a really like gross, like rude hand gesture that she probably learned from her brothers that learned it from somewhere they weren't supposed to be.
Wow. I guess that answers that. And then she draws her pike and levels it at you. Rizira, it's your turn.
Okay. So bringing in trigonometry. I have not used it yet. I have not used it today. I've been saving for a moment, and the moment has not come. I would like to bonus action use my
Didn't you use it
Misty
earlier
Step.
today?
Nope. I have specifically not. I was holding it out for the soft fight, and then the soft fight had nothing
Okay.
happen.
So if you run 30 feet ahead, you can go diagonally up 30 feet next to the dragon, yes.
Cool. Not to her, though.
Not quite to her, unfortunately. Not with 30 and 30.
Okay. You know what? I don't think Green Flame Blade is gonna do much. So, Riz will run. 30 feet, and then she will bamf actually to the edge of the eastern edge of the cliff, kind of at the top.
Okay. And one thing I'm just going to mention for anybody who's not Riz, because Riz, you can make it through there just barely. Any of the spots with fallen rubble or dragon bones are rough terrain.
Okay.
So basically flat terrain is the only thing that's not rough through here. But given how you were, you could probably have ran around and then bamfed. However, it is an easy climb up.
And then I would like to, with my action, fire my hoopak at Kansaldi Fire-Eyes.
Sounds good. Go ahead and make me an attack roll.
With advantage from my cloak.
Okay, do it.
I'm gonna try. Come on. Come on. Come on, Dorktails. Come on, Dorktails. You tease. That's a 19 on the die. Not quite the crit that I want. But that's still gonna be a 29 to hit.
29 to hit will hit.
Perfect. Ooh. What trash of a roll that is. So many ones. 12, 14, plus 6. Only 23 points of bludgeoning magical damage.
23 points of magical bludgeoning damage are going to hit her. 23 points of magical bludgeoning damage is going to collide with her. She's going to let out a hiss as it strikes her. And do you have anything else you want to do?
No, that was my movement, my action, my bonus action. Riz is gonna be like, if anyone's going to get burned today, it's going to be you.
All right. You say that. That is the end of your turn. Aurontiros, it is me and... Or you and the dragon right now.
All right.
So...
I think... Who did Rizira attack?
Rizira attacked Kansaldi.
Not the dragon. Okay.
Not the dragon. Okay. So that is slightly out of range. So I'm going to hold my action as the dragon. But first I'm going to spend a first
Okay.
one more to attack Riz.
Can I? Oh, okay.
Absolutely. What are you going to do? You're acting simultaneously?
I want to cast Charm Monster.
Okay. So that will
Right.
happen simultaneously here. That is going to be Riz. I have a 24 to hit you with a bite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, I can't. You're slightly out of range.
Ha!
That's fine. It will go like... over one. And now it can bite you. Okay.
Oh, no.
So it is going to bite into you. And Cal, just give me 1 second, then tell me what I need to roll as my save. Ooh, you're going to have a scar from this one. That is going to be 18 points of piercing damage and 4 points of fire damage as it bites into your hide.
22.
22 total. You gonna
I'll-
use your reaction?
I'm debating about uncanny dodging that. 22 hit points. Yeah, I'll uncanny dodge that for 11.
All right, sounds good. All right, Cal, so you're going to use Charm Monster.
Attempt to.
Okay, what's my save?
17.
And it's a Wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save.
Hold on. That is a 19.
I see. Shucks.
It was, and unfortunately last time it was brought up to me that cutting words does not affect saving throws. It's only attack rolls.
Right.
So,
I don't even have Bardic Inspiration.
oh, you ran out?
The yeah, I always get a little confused between silvery barbs and
No, that's fair. All right, so
cutting words.
you're going to cast that, and it's going to grab onto the dragon for a moment, and it's going to shake it clear and snarl. Good attempt. Are you doing any movement or bonus actions?
Yes, one sec. Difficult terrain to the north of Aurontiros, correct?
Yes.
All right, I'm just going to move 17 to the north and try to pluck the rider with the long. Oh wait, no, I cast a spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Kansaldi's turn. Kansaldi is going to take a look at all of you, and as you say that, Riz, you're the only one that's getting burned, she will smile and say, I think you're mistaken, and is going to hold out a mailed hand and call out to Takasis. And I need all of you that are at the bottom there, Levna, Kelara, Godfrey, and Hazeal, to make me a dexterity save.
My weakness.
Nat fucking 20.
Oh my god.
Yes! Hazeal!
Okay,
We've
Uh,
got determination.
No
right?
fireball.
you have determination, yes.
I'm going to use that and get a 19.
22.
22. All right, sounds good. Let me just calculate for Levna. There is going to be a horrible sizzle as the area around you becomes absolutely consumed by a pillar of flame as she casts Flame Strike.
That's Kalara's move.
Okay, that is 18 points of fire damage, and 4, 8, 11 points of radiant damage. So what did I say? I said 18 points of fire damage? Yep,
Yeah.
18
Yes.
and 11 for a total of 29. So if you saved, you are going to take 9 points of fire damage and 5 points of radiant damage, unless you're Hazeal, in which case you completely survived it.
How about
I
our
have gone
rodent
from
friend?
all of the nat 1s to the nat 20. My
That
saving
is-
throws for this.
Beautiful.
That's
okay.
my arc this whole game.
That's your
How
arc.
about our rodent friend?
She got a 17 and is going to shriek and run. All right. And Levna is down and in negatives.
No.
Levna hits the ground, sizzling as she lets out a horrified scream. And that is my spell. You know what? I'm gonna spend a hurt them more to laugh awfully and take a pike swing at Riz. Riz, that is going to be a 19 to hit you. I don't think that hits.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
Yeah, it
19?
does. I'm only AC 18. I have a low AC compared to.
You dare
Alright,
strike me. I am the
She
blade
dares
of
more than
Caucasus.
strike you. And I'm going to cast out silvery barbs.
Okay. Oh, it's cocked. Hold on. Okay, that's still going to be a hit. That's going to be
Had to try.
23 total with the second one. So, Riz, that is going to be Who gets the advantage for that, Cal?
Oh, that's right. That still goes through.
Mhm.
Rizira.
Okay, so 6 points of piercing
Okay.
and 5, 9, 14, 16 points of radiant.
Ouch.
As her horrid pike skewers through the side of your arm. And I need to spend more hurt than Morse, but I got time. All right, Kelara, you're up.
Okay. So, Levna's like down,
She's down.
like fully dead, or like
No, she is
death
just at
saves?
0 hit points. She's in death saves.
Okay. Is pouring a potion down her throat something that would work for this sort of thing?
Yes, I will spend something good happens to let you do that as a bonus action.
Is a bonus action?
Yeah. If you would like.
Sweet. Now, if I had a spell that was normally a bonus action, could I cast it as an action instead? In order to do that bonus action?
I'm
or
sorry.
could I action that and bonus action the
Yeah, so it's
spell then?
Oh, you can normally feeding someone a potion is an action, so I just won't spend her something good happens.
Okay, I will use the action to do it then.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bonus action, twin spelled, Shield of Faith, myself and Godfrey.
All right, sounds good. Both of you are going to gain that +2 AC. What kind of potion are you feeding?
A moderate health potion.
Okay, so
moderate healing.
So 4d4 + 4, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. It's not actually written down. I just wrote down moderate.
Totally. Okay, hold on. I got to grab d4s. Okay, so that is going to be 5, 6, 7, 11, 15 points of healing. Better than nothing.
Okay, but she's back on her feet.
She is conscious again as she kind of... I miss.
Stop dying!
I'm trying.
Kelara is, having done that, is now going to move off to the side to try and spread out the targets a little bit.
Sounds good. All right, Godfrey or Hazeal, who wants to go?
After you.
Fantastic, because this is good timing. Oh, that's enough of that, and I'm gonna cast Silence
Ooh.
around Fire-Eyes.
Okay. You have the range for that?
It is a range of, I believe, 120 feet.
Perfect.
120 feet.
Oh, that's so
And
frustrating.
then it's a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point that I choose. I'm going to choose her as the center, so that if she moves a bit, she'll still be in it.
All right, sounds good. That is going to be right there. So it's going to cover Riz as well, right? Basically, it covers the entire peak, is what
Yeah.
you're doing? Okay. And how big is it? I'm just going to draw it.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Okay, so whoop. So there we go. Oh wait, 20-foot radius.
Yeah, so 40-foot diameter.
Yeah. That's about right.
And then I am going to move. I only have about 10 feet or so, so I'm gonna move in the direction of Aurontiros, about 10 feet because of difficult-ish terrain. I have 25 total, so if you want to fudge it in there, I'm not sure, but...
Sure. No, go ahead. It's all good. And I got to do something real quick that I forgot to do on
Yeah,
her turn.
I just don't want us to be as bunched as we currently are.
Absolutely.
I moved you, Hazel, so when it catches up on Twitch, let me know if that's good for you.
All right. Perfect. All right, so casting Silence there, you are going to envelop her, and you're going to see her look at you with anger and a bit of a snarling smile. And she's not impressed. All right, Godfrey, you're up.
Yeah, fair. Yes, Robin, that's a great place for it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm start gonna run. or let's do some movement. So that's, oops, that would be 10, 20, and then 5, 10 for 30, right?
That is correct, and that is going to trigger my held action. Make me a dex save.
Oh no.
So
15?
15 is going to be not enough, unfortunately. That is going to be... Ignia reaches back and lets out a gout of flame that is going to strike you dead center for 62 points of fire damage.
Death Ward triggers, and I'm at 1.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, but you were right there.
Ow. Is the pillar climbable?
It is climbable easily, according to what it says in the rules.
Okay. 5, 10. Sorry. 5, 10. It's just weird trying to figure out which ones are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So basically, just assume that if it's a big rock, it is an impediment, or if it's a skeleton.
So climbing up. So I am using my action to dash. Can I climb as part of that?
You can climb as part of your movement, yeah.
Okay.
They said that it's easy climbing, so I'm going to assume that it is just basically you will just count the slope distance, that 10 feet, as 10 feet of movement.
Okay, cool. I'll just get right up in there then.
Okay.
And it's silent, but Riz, can you see me?
I've used my reaction for uncanny dodge already.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I don't have anything else to do with my bonus actions. I'm done.
Okay. Then Levna is going to push forward on her turn. That is 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, God. This is how she goes, isn't it? She's gonna do a full double move and climb, which is going to put her right there on the lower embankment, climbing just kind of almost at the if you're climbing up at 4 o'clock, she is at 7 o'clock, and that is going to be her turn. Now let us switch back because we are now in the event section. All around you, you can hear the screaming of fleeing soldiers. Low-flying dragonels strafe across the battlefield. Creatures that are on the spire or above ground level, which means Riz, Godfrey, and Levna need to make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, that's not what
Levna is... I'm going to spend a hurt... Or, pardon me, if something good happens to reroll that. Okay, Levna will succeed.
I rolled a 17 and I add 0 to it, so 17. I'm going to spend my determination to make that a 21.
Perfect.
28.
28. All right, the three of you are okay. Otherwise, you would have been knocked prone by that sudden gust of wind.
Is it just us that needs to make it?
It's just you. They're immune.
Damn.
Because I like them better than you.
Okay.
Right.
That hurts
Top
more than being
right.
death warded.
Being death warded doesn't hurt. What are you talking about? Top of the initiative, it is Riz's turn.
I have a stupid question to ask you, Kelly.
Yes.
If I wanted to try and feed a dragon a potion, what would I do?
What would you do to do that? Oh boy.
Because it roared a gout of fire at Godfrey.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if, depending on wibbly wobbly, timey wimey of how
you want to
long
lunge
it's
forward
going to
as it is rearing back from breathing fire, and you want to grab something in its mouth?
Yes, please.
Attack roll?
You make me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna use
You have
my
silvery
advantage.
barbs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I'll be flat.
okay, roll flat.
Would that be dex based or strength based?
This would be a you know what? It can be
You
dex
going for
based.
distance or accuracy?
Because I'm wondering about
Are you
like
are
using
you
the
cramming it in?
I don't know about cramming, trying to throw it as it's like
Okay.
breathing, kind of more aiming to try and like toss it like a ski ball kind of thing.
All right, make me a
card.
hoopack check with disadvantage.
Okay, and using the silvery barbs advantage,
Oh,
I'll
that's
make
so
it
cool.
flat.
You're hooppacking a potion at it?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
Tess would be
that's
proud.
gonna be a 21.
21 is enough. What is the potion?
Potion of gaseous form.
So, okay, give me 1 sec on this.
The dragon can choose on its turn. It depends on how long you would allow it to.
So, gaseous
figure out
forms
what it's
write-up
doing.
says you transform a willing creature.
For the spell, the potion, it says you gain the effect of gaseous form.
Yeah, so you have to
You
be,
drink the
so it's a
potion.
willing creature.
That's weird because you'd think
That's
if
the
you're drinking the
spell.
potion, you're willing, but if a potion is forced on you, does not the spell then get forced on you? Because it's not. It's weird.
Everything it's
you know what?
wearing and carrying.
Something good happens.
Yep, that's what it's for.
Sorry.
I will spend a something good happens to allow this. So you are going to wing this into its mouth, and it is going to dissolve to mist.
Mm-hmm.
This is not going to last terribly long.
Oh, I know. I just want to go for the surprise of
Okay.
and confusion.
So the dragon is going to dissolve into a gaseous form for a minute with a roar.
How
And-
high up was Kansaldi?
Just
Yep,
on her
that's-
back.
How big is the tallest the dragon?
She's going to land on the ground. And it is the dragon's turn. So give me just a moment. Okay, so gaseous form. This can manipulate occurring, can't be dropped, used, or the target
It's like a bonus action.
Yeah, I was hoping that maybe it would spend a turn figuring out what happened to it because it just happened, but also that was my hope, but obviously I was definitely stretching the limits of the spell. So I was just hoping for shock and awe, and using a
Right.
dumb spell.
I mean, Fire-Eyes
that
is
I have.
probably a little shocked.
Oh my, yeah, that's the hope. Was
In the very least, you knocked the mount off off its steed.
Okay,
Yep.
so the
Kansaldi
cloud is
Fire-Eyes.
going to begin seeping off to the west. Yep. The cloud is going to start rolling down the western mountainside away from Kansaldi.
I'm free.
yeah,
All
pretty
right.
much. Wondering what that was.
All right, Aurontiros, it is your turn.
Oh, I was wondering if bonus act finishing the turn.
Okay.
Riz is just going to use her bonus action to disengage and get a little farther away from Kansaldi at the kind of.
Okay, you're using your disengage?
I am.
Okay, then that will help you.
Yes.
Perfect.
So there we go. Now Riz's turn is done.
All right, Riz's turn. Aurontiros, you're up. What do you do?
All right, I'm going to move as much as I can through this terrain. Half of 35 is 17-ish.
Half of 35 is 17. You round down to 15.
Okay, round down to 15. So I'm going to move closer, like such. Question, this has all been happening very fast. Has it been like 20 minutes since our fight with Soth? An hour?
It has been
2 minutes?
20 minutes maybe.
Like 20 minutes flying around? Okay.
20 minutes running, jumping, flying. Yeah, I'd say 20 minutes max. Probably. Why? What's up?
Can we see Kansaldi from the bottom of this
Yeah, you can see her.
hill? Silly question that's probably should have asked like months and months ago.
Mm-hmm.
When a target of a spell is in silence,
You are not
that
silent.
doesn't affect your
Spell
that
is
doesn't
outside
affect
of the
them
zone.
hearing.
As long as they don't have to hear your spell for it to work.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And it's not thunder damage because they're immune to thunder damage in
Yeah.
there.
Because they can't hear.
Okay. Yeah, that seems like a very simple thing, but I thought I would clarify that.
It's a good check.
All
right.
If I use the bonus action to Misty Step,
Mhm.
I get a little closer. Oh, but I'd be in the silence.
You'd be in the silence. Go ahead. I think you should go in the silence.
I
Never go in the silence.
I'm not going in the silence. I'm going to point up at Kansaldi and yell out, "All right. No dragons, just you and I. Dance off. Right now. Right here." And cast a Otto's Irresistible Dance.
Okay. What's my DC?
All right, spell. Oh, Otto's Irresistible Dance.
Oh.
It's their turn when they make the. Sorry, go ahead.
When they make the save? It's on their turn?
I believe so. It's a little bit different than other spells.
Okay, looking up Otto's Irresistible Dance. Casting time, range. Are you within 30 feet?
I can Misty Step closer if I can. If I need to. What do you think?
Okay. No, I think you're just inside of range. Choose one creature you can see within range. The target begins a comic dance in place, shuffling, tapping its feet, a capering for the duration. Creatures can't be charmed or immune to this effect. A dancing creature must use its movement to dance without leaving its space and has disadvantage on dex and attack rolls. While the target is affected by the spell, other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against it. As an action, they may make a wisdom saving throw to regain control of themselves.
Oh,
Interesting.
as an action. That's
Yep, they have to waste their action to
It's
try and break
irresistible.
out of it.
It's irresistible.
so
Okay.
good.
All right. Anything else you're doing?
Good spell.
And for funsies, let's send out Shreddy Mercury
Okay.
to say hello.
with advantage.
That is 22.
Okay, that will hit.
And that is 10 slashing damage
10 slashing damage.
of the magical elf variety.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, 10 slashing damage is going to strike into Kansaldi. It is going to be Kansaldi's turn. She is going to begin dancing a jig and is going to snarl and is going to dance after Riz. As she's headed your way, though, Riz, what she's going to do is going to throw, is going to summon flames into her hand without speaking, and is going to hurl them at you. I'm going to spend a hurt the more to roll flat. Okay, that's going to hit you with a... Oh, pardon me. Please make me a dex save.
Beautiful.
Nah, what?
So when it says you use your movement to dance, does that mean can you still move or can you use it 0?
That's a good point. Let me double check that.
They must use all their movement to dance.
Uses all of its movement to dance without... Oh, never mind. Without leaving their space. So they were like right here.
They're 15
Hands
feet. I
off.
wanted to get a way out of 10.
Okay, so they're still going to hurl the
15 feet.
magic flame at you because they can do that within 60 feet.
Yep, that's a 19 on the die, plus my dex is 9, so 28.
Okay, so you are still going to take partial damage from this as she hurls the flame.
I'm not, because I'm a rogue.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, you know what? I'm going to spend a hurt them more to roll a wisdom save to try to stop this, because I don't like this very much.
Riz is just gonna start dancing along with her. Oh, we're dancing now. Da-da-da-da-da. I gave you a
Hands
read
off.
with your dragon, with your focus.
Okay, that is only going to be a 10, which is not. Oh, pardon me, an 11. It is an 11. Oh wait, pardon me. It is a 15. It is a 15, which I don't think is quite enough. Well, not quite. Okay, so in that case, she's going to use her bonus action to heal herself, because she is a favorite of the Dragon Queen, and you will watch her wounds begin to close.
Did she already use an action?
It is a bonus action.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Action
She's
to
just gonna
to
like look
stop
at her
dancing,
quizzically, be
and
like,
then-
"That's not fair."
All right. Yep. All right. That is going to be her turn. Kelara, it's your turn.
Yes. On Godfrey and Levna, twin spell, healing word.
Sounds good.
It's 60-foot distance. I can just do it.
Okay.
That is 13 points of healing.
Beautiful. Levna actually has a couple hit points.
And because I also have Blessed Healer at 6th level, I regain 3 hit points too.
Okay. All right. Godfrey, you are up.
Hazeal.
Oh, it me. Okay.
I'll let the caster go first.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna maintain the silence because she hates it so much.
Second to
But-
only Aurontiros.
Yeah. How far am I from her at this point?
At this point, 30 feet diagonally, and then so you're about 50 feet away.
Cool. And has the gaseous form of the dragon moved a significant distance?
Yeah, it's like down at the bottom of the hill now. I'd say it's probably
like-
around the 8 o'clock spot.
I don't like that. But it's more than 5 feet away from Fire-Eyes.
Yes.
Cool. I am going to Sacred Flame on Fire-Eyes.
All right, sounds good. And
Despite flame being in its name, it's radiant damage.
it is radiant damage. Do I suffer any disadvantage on dex saves? It is a dex save, correct?
It is a dex save.
Okay, that is going to be a grand total of 16 with disadvantage.
That is not enough.
Damn. All right, give it to me.
That is 12 radiant damage.
Okay, well, I heal and then you take it back away.
Yep.
All right.
And then I'll just hang out back here maintaining silence for now because I am not doing super well with the hit points and range is good for me right now.
All right, Radiant Flame is going to explode beneath her and you are going to hide back there. Godfrey, you're up.
I climb up the hill.
Okay.
And then I'm going to stab with the lance.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't
Do you have
forget,
advantage on this attack roll?
it's really hard for them to dodge when they're dancing.
Oh, right, advantage.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you, advantage. I will take that 20
Okay.
and use up a smite
Ooh, beautiful.
because I still have spell slots. One more now. So that was
Look at this
the
guy with spell slots.
Dragonlance.
Right.
1, 2,
Do we all have spell slots?
Yep, but Levna and Godfrey don't have Action Surge or their second winds.
Yeah.
I mean, as a party, we all have some sort of magic, so we have a spell slot. All of us. It's cool.
Even Levna?
No, I think Levna doesn't.
Levna just has sword.
No, it's because
That'll be 45.
Okay, 45 points of damage as your Divine Smite crashes into Kansaldi Fire-Eyes while she dances. She snarls at you through the blood that stems out to her lips. Do you have a second attack?
Yes, I do. And
All right.
I yell something incomprehensible at her. Stab her again.
Go for it.
Oh, damn it. That was a 19 on the die.
Okay, give it to me.
So that will not be that. You know what? No, I'm not going to waste it. Not going to do it. So that will be 18 damage.
18 damage. Perfect. All right, you are going to slam into her again. Levna is going to climb up the hill and is going to join you, my friend. Let's do it. Bam. Nat 20.
Oh,
And second
the
attack
crit
is
machine.
a mere 18, which is enough. Okay, so that is going to be 6d6. Ooh, I actually rolled really well for this. That is 17. Dice down. 21. 24. 24 plus 10. 34 points of damage. As she steps up next to you, says something, and then just starts hacking with her magic greatsword. You imagine it was a pretty great quip. Top of the initiative, we have Riz.
Cool. So we can see the gaseous form, right?
Yes, you can.
Perfect. Riz is going to be like, for a dragon, you're looking a little thin. And can you make me a wisdom save as I cast or I taunt you?
That's going to be a nat 1.
Ooh, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls that are not against me. for that
Sounds
turn.
good. What else are you doing?
And then I'm going to hoop hack at Miss Fire-Eyes.
All right.
Dancing Fire-Eyes.
Go ahead. You have advantage.
I do. It's lovely. That was very nice. That she's dancing, so I could use my bonus action to not aim. Oh, that's cocked. Okay, that's 25.
That will hit. Roll me damage.
Perfect. Gets my d6s all in a row. Ooh, that's much nicer. That's much nicer for damage. 31 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
31 points of magical bludgeoning damage is a hell of a
35.
hit. 35?
35.
Okay, 35 points are going to strike her from behind, smashing into her armor. Anything else you're doing
Well,
on your turn?
your dancing's a bit off there, Miss Fire-Eyes. You need to you got to get low in the hips. You need some hip movement. Just as free action. Not
Sounds
taunting her.
good.
She can't actually hear you, so yeah.
All right.
That's fair.
It is going to be Ignis's turn. Ignis is going to cancel concentration on the spell, re-solidify, and Aurontiros, you are acting at the same time. I need Aurontiros, Levna, and Godfrey to all make me dex saves as the dragon flies toward Riz. Levna! Nope. That's a 2.
That'll be an 11.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay. And Aurontiros.
This is simultaneous, but that wouldn't help me avoid this if I was to move, would it?
If you are going to move, were you trying to move out of the way? What was your intended?
slowly making my way up to a little better vantage point. It looks like there's kind of a natural groove in the slope.
So
to the
move
north.
move to where you would have moved,
Okay.
and let's see
Might
if
not
I can.
matter, but I'll show you.
Yeah, we'll see if I could still hit you from there. And I can just barely miss you from there. So, Aurontiros, you will be free out of that. Levina and Godfrey are each going to take 56 points of fire damage.
It's about time I had a nice nap.
All right. Levina and Godfrey are both going to go down. Aurontiros, what are you doing?
The weapon in Kansaldi Fire-Eyes hands is a pike.
It is a pike.
I'm going to use heat metal
Okay.
on them, and let me just check. I think it's Constitution, but I'll check that.
Is heat metal a concentration spell?
Oh, you're right. In which case, that would not be a smart move.
I say
for
do it.
reminding me.
I have made that mistake, so I want to save you.
Good point. Ah, jeez. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use command, which is not, and say, "Hey, drop that pretty weapon, miss," and continue the dance off.
She still can't hear you, though.
She can't hear you, unfortunately.
It's not the component is verbal, but she technically doesn't need to.
The target
It's kind
must
of like-
succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language or your command is directly harmful to it. So it doesn't understand your language. I guess if it magically carries across. I'm just going to double check. Do you need to hear command 5e? No, the target does not need to hear the caster. Okay, so she will need to make a wisdom save. Remind me at the beginning of my turn, please.
Okay.
Okay, so you will say drop that. Beautiful. All right, the dragon is going to continue on its flight path around on its turn and is going to fly up to Riz. And Riz, I'm going to spend a hurt the more to regain my attack sequence. And let's do it, champ. I'm going to make a bite attack against you, and I'm going to make 2 claw attacks. Oh my god. Would you like to make me an opportunity attack?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would love to.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a drama bomb to reroll those though.
Oh, that's not great. Do I have my determination back?
Yes you do.
Okay. Does an 18 hit the dragon?
An 18 does hit the dragon.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, now my Hoopak's pointy end is a d6. Okay, beautiful. Where's another d6? There's another d6. Okay.
Alright.
This is magical, and this is piercing damage, if that makes a difference. Magical piercing. "34 points of magical piercing damage."
Ooh, beautiful. You are going to slash it for 34 points of piercing damage with the edge of your hoopak. And you're actually going to catch it in the snout as it comes to try to bite you. It is going to miss all 3 of its attacks.
What?
Yep.
What?
My biggest roll was a... Oh, actually, pardon me. I did re-roll that. Does an 18 hit you?
It just
Okay, so you will
Adjust.
you will take 1 claw out of that entire sequence.
I am a small tricksy kender.
That is going to be a total of 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right. That was Aurontiros. That was Ignia. All right, Kansaldi. Kansaldi is going to spend her action and is going to stop dancing. And then she's going to roll to see if command works. And she's going to throw her pike on the ground. And is going to throw her pike off of the mountain. Basically, it's going to clatter down. We'll say into the dragon skull 20 feet down. And she is going to sneer over at you, Aurontiros. I'm going to use my bonus action to heal.
Oh, I'm pissing her off, huh?
And I am going to use a drama bomb. And she is going to reach down and with her mailed hands is going to grab Godfrey's Dragonlance.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I was like,
Oh,
I put
fuck.
OMG in the chat. I was just like, I
And
don't want
is
to say
going
it, though.
is going to ram it through Godfrey's chest. Godfrey, you have 2 failed death saves. Oh, you know what? She gets 2 attacks.
She doesn't have to roll for this, does she?
She doesn't actually have any actions.
Yeah, she had to spend her action
Used
to
it.
break
I
get
shadows.
Hazeal.
just spent a drama bomb to reset her sequence.
Gotcha.
Yeah. This is why I've got these things, folks, to even the playing field. Yeah, she'll stab Godfrey in the chest once, I think, and then is going to use her movement to move over to Aurontiros because she can just jump down that. Hey, buddy. How's it going? I'm gonna spend a hurt the more to take an attack on you because I wanna.
Oh, fuck, she can talk now, too.
Oh, little bastard. Oh my god. Godfrey, what's your Dragonlance bonus?
It requires attunement, I'm sorry. So
That's
it's just
fine.
a regular magic item.
Okay, so that is going to be a 22 to hit you, Aurontiros.
That's Mr. Bastard to you, and I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs on...
Okay, does
Okay.
a 15 hit you?
Oh, thank God. No.
Okay. All right, so she is going to take...
advantage, Aurontiros.
All right, who gets the advantage for Silvery Barbs?
Help, Rizira. I need your hoopak.
Okay. All right, so that is going to be Kansaldi's sequence. I'm running a little low on Hurt the Moors, but I have a couple drama bombs left. All right, Kelara, it's your turn.
Healing word at 4th level on Godfrey, moving 5 feet forward and casting Sacred Flame on the bitch.
Okay,
So
sounds...
25 points of healing, Godfrey.
Kalin?
Fuck the bitch! She needs to stop downing you guys so I can actually attack her!
Okay.
Sorry, how many was that?
Oh my god, Christine,
Yeah.
25, I think.
I just botched my save.
Yes!
Okay.
Oh my god.
The fuck does Sacred Flame get?
Yo, Kelara!
11th. Ooh, we're 11th level, so that's 3d8.
So that's 6, so that's 3d8 and and then double it.
Double the result or roll
You
twice?
consider it vulnerability.
Oh, that is so close to max damage.
Oh shit. Okay, what do you got? What do you got?
One second. Does this take any other benefits? No, it's flat. Okay. So that's gonna be 44 points of radiant damage.
Is that doubled?
That is doubled.
Okay. She is still up, but oh my god. Radiant flame is going to burst around her, searing deep into her armor. She's going to let out a shriek. And you know what? I'm going to spend something good happens and say that as your radiant light, your Staff of Mishakal is going to glow with glorious light as the sacred flame strikes her, and the Dragonlance is going to begin to glow. searing hot with Paladine's light and the light of the good gods, and she is going to have no choice but to drop it.
Quick question, Kelly. Speaking of botching rolls.
Yes.
The dragon botched my taunt. So will it just last an extra round or something?
Yeah, it'll be focused on you for a little while. Okay, Kelara, do you have anything else you're doing with your turn?
No, that is an action and a bonus action and a movement. So.
All right, Godfrey, you are up.
Hazeal?
If you'd like me to go first, sure, because I'm mad. So the silence isn't doing anything anymore, so I'm going to drop that.
Okay.
And in exchange, I am going to cast Bigby's Hand and punch a bitch.
Okay. All right. Is it a left hand or a right hand?
It is a right hand.
All right. And they are huge, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, they're large.
Okay.
Sorry.
I always
Sorry,
picture
what was the name of that spell again?
Bigby's Hand.
Hazel's
Hand.
Hazel's hand.
Hazel's
Okay.
hand. Hazel's Hand.
Okay, so I've
When,
got...
when I cast it, punch someone, it's Hazel's Hand.
Okay.
Can you remind me what like a punch damage would, or like the attack roll is, because I don't have it written down.
Big B's does something slightly different. So when you were using it to attack with, what you would make is...
Oh, no, it's a melee spell attack. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had to...
Sorry, I was just pulling it up right now. So yeah, it is a
I
charisma
had it up. I
attack.
just didn't read that section. That's a 19.
You know what? I'm gonna spend a hurt the mort to make you re-roll that.
Okay. That's a 24.
Okay, well, I had to try. You can't blame me.
You did.
Okay.
Well, what's funny is I also have magical balance, which would let me balance it to a 10 if I wanted to,
Oh,
which is what I rolled.
Okay.
So,
All right, I'm spending some hurt the mors. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, good. I don't know if this is gonna help, but hold on. That she's gonna regenerate 15 hit points because she is the chosen of Takasis.
cool. That's not gonna help you.
Okay, I can do it one more time. Okay. 16
That is
plus 20.
26 damage, force damage.
How much?
26.
It does force damage.
It does force damage.
Yup.
Okay.
Big B hand smacks a bitch.
Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna say that I
So
can't.
this hand just
Does
appears
Hazel's
and like
hand have to
rockets.
smack a bit?
Okay,
Yeah,
so it
basically.
is going to punch Kansaldi Fire-Eyes. I'm gonna say that I can only do the hurt the more heal with her special ability once per round because that seems a little cheesed otherwise. And
Fair. Hazel screams as she does this. That's her verbal component this time.
okay,
It's just screaming.
you are going
Checks
to
out.
crank her in the face. How do you do it? So there's this dramatic moment where she is hit by radiant flame, almost burned to death. You can see Takasis's light beginning to fill in the wounds with scar tissue as she screams and drops the Dragonlance that Kelara has called down good magic from. And as she snarls, this hand's gonna come out of nowhere. And how does it go?
It because it's a large hand and she's presumably medium-sized, right? It basically Hazel casts it a little ways away from her and then it rockets up out of nowhere to punch her so hard she flies into the nearest rock and just like crumples against it.
Okay,
Amazing
so
turn.
she is going to land in the dragon skeleton behind her on the ground.
Klara's just gonna shriek yes in the background.
Yeah, Rizira's gonna be like thumbs up from like staring at the dragon in front of her. She's gonna be like,
It's next.
All right. Godfrey, you are up if Hazel's done with her turn.
I am indeed. Actually, I'll move like 10 feet closer towards the dragon
Okay, sounds good.
over that difficult terrain, but that's about it.
Sounds good. So moving closer toward the dragon. Boop, boop. All right, you are going to start climbing across the difficult terrain, and Godfrey, you're up.
Action, I'm going to lay on hands on Levna and just basically like, get up, smack.
How many?
And 15. I'm giving Levna everything I got there. And just like, and I'm just gonna be like, get up, come on. Okay, good. And then I'm going to just push her back down to the ground, like kind of like, get it, okay, good. And then like go over and help out Riz.
Okay, so you're gonna draw your +1 sword.
10, 15. Yep. Move over to here.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a bait and switch with Rizira.
Ooh.
And
All right, give it to me.
Rizira, take 6 to your AC
Amazing.
until my next turn. And then I got a bonus action.
All right.
Do the thing, Rizira.
I used my reaction to take that botch on that nat 1 from the dragon this turn. So I've used my reaction this time.
Oh, okay. In that case, I do not do anything with my bonus action.
All right. So you run up and bait and switch, and that was your action, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, that is going to be your turn. It is Levna's turn. She's going to stand up, draw her sword, grunt, and just run at this fucking dragon. Okay, let's... She's going to run next to Riz, so she gets advantage. Oh my god, that's a 2 and a 3.
Oh my goodness. Levna.
And that's a 2 and a 4. She's exhausted, guys.
Yeah, poor girl.
I'm going to spend a something good happens to re-roll those. So re-roll one of the attacks, if that's all right with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is going to be a 24 then. That will hit. With a total of 16 points of magical damage as she runs up and hacks into this thing's tail. All right, you scaly fuck. Let's dance. Maybe you'll learn to step from your master. Riz, you're up.
Wonderful. So this dragon's still pretty mad at me.
Oh, it's pretty mad and it's pretty healthy. Just for everybody's knowledge, I have 2 something good happens, 2 drama bombs, and 1 hurt them more remaining.
Okay. So, where is the Dragonlance on the ground?
The Dragonlance is over...
Right near me.
Yeah, it's basically, if you look where Bigby's hand is, it is right between Bigby's hand and Aurontiros.
Okay. Riz is going to... She's going to...
I think you have that silvery barbs.
No, I used it
She used it.
earlier to flatten out Earl.
Oh, the reaction.
All right. You gonna risk it? You need the extra speed.
I know I do.
Come on, live dangerously.
I'm gonna.
Don't worry, I got it. We
It's
got
fine.
it.
My AC's 24 right now.
We got
Alright.
it. We got it.
Riz is gonna jump down 30
Okay.
feet.
All right, I'm
And-
gonna take
and
an
the
opportunity
dragon.
attack.
I figured.
Okay. Levna's gonna use her reaction to impose disadvantage.
Haha.
That is actually that's only gonna be a 19. So
Perfect.
claws are going to smash down next to you.
Ducking. Riz is just gonna jump down the ravine. So feel free
Okay.
to roll me falling damage.
You are going to make me an acrobatics roll.
Ooh, okay, I can do that. I rolled a 9, but that's Scythe expertise, so that goes to a 10, so 23 on acrobatics.
Okay, you're gonna take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Ouchies. I'll uncanny dodge that. Just kidding. So that's that. She runs. She'll pick up the lance, and then, so that is 5. How much feet of movement did I use to jump down?
So theoretically it's a 30. Oh wait, I guess I should roll one more dice. Whatever. So technically it's 30 feet of your movement to fall that much. We're gonna say falling's free. I'm gonna spend one of your something good happens just to say that falling doesn't count towards movement.
So 30 to pick up the lance.
Can you make it back 30 feet? 5, 10. That's a
climb 30
That's a
feet.
20 foot. So you would be right on the edge of the precipice.
Throw it.
I don't.
No, that's what I was gonna debate, was throwing it and then running back up with my action, the rest of my bonus action to try and get another 30
Or we can
feet up.
see if Hazel's turn might do something fun.
Load it into the hoop pack.
All right, come on.
Yes. No, Riz is going to take up the pike, go 30, use her bonus action to dash back up the hill.
Okay.
And then as her action, she's going to throw the lance at Godfrey
Okay.
and be like, catch.
Make me a strength check to throw it.
Oh.
You're
Oh,
throwing like a 15-pound lance, like, or a 10-pound
I
lance.
know.
Thing's huge.
I know.
I love the
it's-
visual.
though.
The visual's
that's
great.
I rolled a 7.
Cool. I'm spending a drama bomb. As you throw it to Godfrey, the dragon is going to snarl and whip around and smack it out of the air with its tail. And I'm gonna roll randomly to see where it goes.
That's awesome.
I like to that's the thin gas, you scaly
It is
fuck.
going to land down at the bottom of the ravine at 8 o'clock.
Oh, holy crap.
Fuck.
And as that occurs, I just realized that it is time. I accidentally skipped the environmental turns. A siege engine explodes nearby. Its remains crash into a 20-foot radius centered on a random player character. Well, there are 6 of you, including Levna. Levna is number 6. Number 1 is Kelara. Kelara, I need you to do me a favor. You need to use your reaction to move half your speed to escape the area, or take fire damage.
Yeah, I'll use my reaction. That sounds great.
Okay?
Can I move up towards the fight?
Yes, you may move half. I know, it's actually a beneficial one. So you are going to move half your speed. So 15.
About
So
that?
So remember, it's rough terrain. So where were you before?
Just down here. So I guess here. Then
Yeah, basically you'll be right there. But that's enough to get out of the way of the explosion.
Sweet.
Sweet. All right. So I forgot to do that at the end of last. Oh man, I forgot to do it twice. I'm gonna roll twice.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. Chaos.
All right. Fragments of the citadel rain down. Each creature in the field must make a dex save.
Oh my goodness. I rolled a 4. Oh.
That'll be a 15.
11. I got an 18.
I got a 13.
Actually,
Okay.
a dex save. Yeah.
All
That'll be a
right.
15.
Rolling damage.
I'm gonna spend determination to do
Oh, just
17.
just take it.
No. I have very little hit points. If I'm gonna get down, it's gonna be by a fucking dragon, not some flying citadel.
Okay. So Levna got an 18. Aurontiros, what did you get?
22.
Okay, sounds good. Hazel, what'd you get?
Sorry, what is this again? I was busy looking
a
up
dex
stuff.
save.
Oh, dex save?
From above, the remnants of the citadel are going to rain down upon you.
20.
Really? Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
And Kelara, what'd you get?
She got a 19.
She got a 19.
Sorry, my mouse wasn't cooperating.
Okay, everyone, including the dragon, are going to succeed.
Nice. I did use my determinations for
Perfect.
the frames and stuff.
Good
Yeah.
to know. And because this is raining down on the battlefield, Bigby's hand does have health. So can you make me a dex save for the hand, I suppose?
Oh yeah, I can do that. Sure.
Yeah, I'll let you use your charisma instead of your dex for it, though.
Okay. Instead of its dex, you mean? Because it
Instead
has
of-
dex.
Oh, does it have? I guess then it'll make a dex save of its own then.
That's a 19 because I rolled an 18.
Holy crap!
It has a +0.
Okay.
Hazel moves and the hand just moves with it.
And
with her.
15 was good enough? 1-5?
15 is exactly what you need,
Oh, okay.
which is good because you would have taken 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
That would have been fantastic. Like, gets back up, fighting, gets up to the dragon, something hits him in the head, falls unconscious.
All right, Aurontiros, you're up.
So the lance is way over the. Oh, you marked it. Thank you.
I did. Right next to Kelara.
I think now is a good time to kneel down and try to bring forth that spectral steed that vowed itself to Aurontiros' cause.
All right.
And it says, let's see here. Spectral steed, where did you go? In a momento. All right, phantom steed, sorry. So I'm going to move 30 feet up the hill before I cast it.
Okay.
35 feet. Let me just move myself. Yeah. I think that's about 35.
Okay.
No, that's 20. And Kelara is within 30 feet of me. Okay, so it says it appears on the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice within 30 feet. For the duration, you or a creature you choose can ride the steed. I'm going to summon it right next to Kelara.
Okay. All right, Kelara, a phantom steed suddenly surges to life next to Kelara. Kelara, this spectral steed is one that you will recognize from your time underneath in the ruins of Kalaman. And but hey, it's my turn first, so I'm a dragon, and I have disadvantage, and I need to attack anybody but Riz. Is it worth a hurt them more to re-roll that? It is not. I'm just going to take my attack sequence. How hurt do you look, Godfrey?
On a scale of 1 to 124, I'm sitting at about 25.
Okay, I'm going to attack you. That was a wasted slash.
Did you just attack me and miss?
I did just attack you and miss.
Oh, I'm going to attack you.
Do it.
Oh my gosh, the longsword, the magic longsword. So that'll be a 19.
19 is going
20,
to hit.
30, 20. Oh, nice. All right, so it'll be 2d8 because of
Give it
the
to me.
stabby. So that will be 19 damage.
19 damage. All right, you're going to slash it across the snout. It is going to roar in pain and then is going to take a swing at Levna with disadvantage. That is still going to be a hit. That is a 21 to hit Levna. Okay, 21 to hit.
Does that hit her?
It will hit her. Her AC is 20. Her AC is 19. My bad.
And this is just a normal attack?
This is a claw attack.
How bloody up does she look?
Like a 15 out of 90.
I gotta upcast silvery barbs to like a 3rd level because I
Are you gonna do it?
I can't let this happen to her. I am. Quick! Look behind you, idiot!
Okay. That is still going to hit.
And I'm giving it to Godfrey.
All right, Godfrey, you've got it. Levna is going to take only 12 points of damage. Oh, pardon me, 13 points of damage. I forgot the 1. She's at a 2 out of 90, guys. She's a 1 out of 45. Okay, oof. And then, oh god, I want this Kender so bad. I'm going to bite Godfrey because he looks delicious.
Remember, my AC is 21.
Yep, I rolled dual 18s.
Darn.
I love it. I love it so much. That is going to be 2. That is going to be 21 points of piercing damage. And 3 points of fire damage. How many hit points do you have left?
Looks like he's got 4 points.
I have 4 because of the reduction of 3 from...
Oh my god, you and Levna have 5
I always
hit
forget
points
that you
between
have that.
Okay, Kansaldi Fire-Eyes is going to make a death save because I'm assuming that you want to take her... Well, okay, that's something. Well, she can't use
Take
a
her
bonus.
eye out.
Take her eye out.
Steal her eyes.
All right, Kelara, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay, so what was it that landed next to me of Riz's?
Nothing landed next to you of Riz's. The Dragonlance is lying on the ground next to you, and a phantom steed.
I was trying to pick up the Dragonlance to throw.
She threw it to the dragon, and the dragon tail whipped it out of the way.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so it's on the ground nearby you, and Aurontiros couldn't reach it in time, and he summoned the spectral war steed.
It's true.
Beside you.
Okay. Well, I guess on that note, then, as an action, can I grab it and mount and ride over? This thing has 100 feet, so
it'll take half your movement to hop on. You can grab the Dragonlance as your object interact.
Okay.
And what is the Phantom Steed's movement speed?
It is
100 feet
100.
currently.
And it can go vertically up things. So yes, you may. What do you want to do?
Okay. Did that not take my action at all?
It took your half your movement, and that's it.
Fuck yes, I can still do what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna ride by outside the dragon's range.
Okay.
Drop it at Godfrey. Healing word Godfrey at 4th level again, because fuck this shit. 24 points of healing. And
Thank
Sacred
you.
Flame the dragon.
Okay. Dex save for the dragon. That is not a success. That is a 7.
Yes. Yes. Okay. That's 2d8. 1 sec.
3d8.
Wait, is it?
Cantrip, it's 3d8.
Yeah.
Right, 11.
When you crit, you said 3d8
Oh, I
earlier.
did say that last time.
I have the same
A
spell. it's
lot of my
3d8.
stuff at this level is 2d.
Yeah.
Other stuff, so this one is
Sacred Flame is 3, yeah.
most of the others are all 2.
Okay. Godfrey has a Dragonlance again.
Okay. Good.
You sure you don't want
Let
to
me
do fire
quickly add
damage
this
to
up.
me? I prefer fire damage.
That's okay. I don't mind.
What'd you get?
I'm happy with what I'm doing. Sorry, 1 sec. I just have to quickly add it because
Totally.
weird numbers. 19 radiant.
Okay, 19 points of radiant damage. This dragon is starting to look pretty hurt as Sacred Flame slams into it. Hazeal or Godfrey, it is your turn. Oh, do you have anything else?
She's gonna yell at Godfrey, "Stop losing the lance!" as she goes by. And she's gonna keep moving this thing off to the side.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a point of inspiration because I almost fell out of my chair because of that just now.
Yes! Alright.
Okay.
Maybe next time I won't have to healing word somebody so I can finally guiding bolt the fucker!
All right, Godfrey or Hazeal.
I've been letting you go first, Hazeal, but
You got
Go
a
ahead,
lance.
yep.
Godfrey's gonna grab the lance and look at Kelara as she's going by and just be like, "God, I love you," and then stab the...
Okay, give it to me.
Okay, you know what? I just want to see here. I've got 2 left. Can I? I'm gonna try and turn this into a menacing attack.
Okay.
No. I'm going to turn it into a precise attack and give myself advantage on the dragon because
I think you have advantage from the
Oh,
silvery
I do.
barbs.
You do.
from silvery barbs. That's perfect.
From the Silvery Bard.
Fuck yeah, 19 and a 20. Oh,
So you
oh my
crit?
god.
You just crit with this?
I just crit with this, and I'm using my last spell slot to smite because fuck that.
Okay.
So extra dice there. It's the Dragonlance on a dragon. Holy crap.
One
boy.
shot. One shot.
So many dice. Holy crap. I should have used a roller. Holy shit.
It's math time.
Right? 20.
I think this should be taught in schools because
D&D.
Right?
A lot of
Dice
schools have D&D
sometimes.
clubs.
My
High schools?
landlord's starting a D&D club.
good.
Right?
54. So it's 60. It's God, I love you, and then 64 points of damage.
Oh my god, it's still up, but not well. You are going to stab into it. Divine light is going to explode out from your smite. A huge renting wound is going to open in its scaly carapace. Scaly. Dragons have carapaces? Feels like they would. In its scaly aegis. And you still have one more attack.
I certainly do.
Hazel
And-
would like, since we're on the same turn,
Go for it. Go
and
for
Hazel's
it. If Kelly's
going
okay
to
with it.
punch it as well, but I want us to do this attack together in case it
Combo.
finishes it off, because that would be cool.
Okay.
So I got 24 to hit, and
20.
I did use precise attack to make this one with advantage.
All right, sounds good.
So not quite as many dice, unfortunately. 12, it's 20, 25, 31, 32.
32, and Hazel?
And that is a, I believe that hits because it's like a 24.
Okay, give me damage.
And why did I put those away? that one wasn't great. Let's try the second one. Oh, that was better. 17.
17, all right. I'm going to spend a hurt them more, which I'm going to block with a something good happens. Which means that all I have left is a single drama bomb to spend for this game. So, you are going to stab into the dragon. A huge gout of flame is going to explode out, and as it throws its head back, this fist is going to come down and crash it in the jaw, knocking several of its teeth out. As it does, the dragon is going to rear back, nearing death, and is going to let out its final gout of flame. I need all three of you, Levna, Godfrey, and Riz, and the hand, to make me one last dex save as the dragon explodes.
Okay, so it is down because I also technically would have an action left, but
You can still take an action
That's
after.
fine.
If you want to take an action as well, basically I'm spinning a drama
Shove
bomb.
it.
So I'm
Holy
assuming
shit.
that you're going to cram the fist down the dragon's throat. It's going to get stuck. The dragon's going to explode.
yeah, cool.
All right,
Cool.
wait.
1.
I
got-
counter spell the explode. No.
Don't do that.
Oh my God,
the
Levna
hand gets a nat
succeeded.
1.
The hand got a nat 1. This is the best drama bomb I've
It's
ever
down its
spent.
throat. I think that's appropriate.
I think that's fair. That's fair.
I got a nat 1. The road got the nat 1.
Okay.
Oh, my lord.
That is. Oh, Levna's actually going to fail with that. So I need everybody here. Would you get Godfrey total?
I'm unconscious.
Okay.
I got an 8.
And Riz, you are going to take 53 points of fire damage, which is going to
that
double
flat
to
or
106.
Which will then be halved for my my ability.
Yeah,
If I fail a save, I take half damage. So Riz is unconscious
Okay.
by a lot, but thankfully D&D
The
doesn't do
hand
that.
is gone. The
hand is gone.
Take double.
Somebody give
Right,
Hazeal
how
a
much
hand.
damage?
53.
No! And
And the dragon is going to explode. Hazeal, what do you do as your action?
No one is near me. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna actually. If I dash, that uses my action but doubles my movement, right?
Yes, it does.
Cool. I am going to dash, so that's 50 feet.
50 feet. All right. Levna is going to make a death save.
Towards Godfrey and Riz, by the way, just because towards all of them because
Okay, 5, 10.
that's where the explosion happened.
Okay, so that'll be like right about there by the time you do double move over the rough terrain and do the climbing. Okay. Top of the initiative. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna take my turn. So Levna, lying in state, covered in flame, is going to just barely open her eyes and look at the dragon as its body crumples to the ground and go, and is going to shut her eyes and make a death save. Okay, that is a fail. Top of the initiative, Riz. What are you thinking about?
Well, first, if Levna got to say something as she went unconscious, Riz would love to say something as she goes
Please.
unconscious. Riz is just gonna be like, "We did it," and Chemtrails aren't afraid of death, so Riz is thinking about the next adventure.
Okay.
She's thinking about the good time that she had with her friends, and they saved everyone, and the world is good, and she's thinking that
Okay.
she's wondering what comes next.
Aurontiros, what do you do? Your friends are lying there, bleeding to death or burning to death. The battlefield is scorched, but you can see the Calaman forces in the distance, routing the remaining Red Dragon Army soldiers.
Aurontiros will make their way sort of in between. All three of them are down, correct? Of their friends.
They're all three down.
Mishakal, the Elven Gods, Habakkuk, Paladine. Do not let them die. I beseech thee. If there is any good left, let them face evil tomorrow.
Okay.
And just kind of going to hoping that their prayer isn't on deaf ears. They're going to use their last potion on Rizira.
Okay. Riz, you are going to sputter back to consciousness. Kelara, what do you do?
Okay. She is going to take this mount up till she can get up there. And my intent is to land between everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Muttering to myself, channel divinity.
Okay.
Each person, as long as it doesn't take them above half, gets 18 hit points.
Okay.
Preserve life in the area. So the three of them is what I'm going for. That's how I divided it. And I'm going to be hauling Godfrey to his feet by like the front of his armor, just shaking him slightly and be like, "You are not allowed to die. You are asking me a question, and then we are going and dealing with the leftovers of these assholes so that the world is safe for my brothers to live and any children I have.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. No more dying. And then she's gonna go over and guiding Bolt. I bet she's not quite dead yet.
Well, she's now.
She's not giving that one a chance to come back.
Okay.
Because she's just gonna go back to it because she's clearly a fanatic and can't be reasoned with.
Calling down the force of heaven, you strike her, leaving a searing hole in her chest. And as she falls, even over the flames is the audible tink, 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 as a red eye rolls from her hollow socket and looks at Hazeal. It could be a powerful artifact, Hazeal.
Hazeal? Hammer?
Hazeal, paying no attention to that.
And as you do that, around you, you hear the Calaman forces. You smell the acrid burning of this once verdant land. And then something happens that, while very common in Nightland, is a welcome and unexpected moment. Above you, the morning sun is going to vanish as storm clouds roll over the plains, and it begins to rain hard, gloriously onto the burning fields, dousing you and balming your wounds. And as you lie on the soaked and ashy battlefield, I think that's where we're going to take our break. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
I'm just gonna note.
Mm-hmm.
Once she's finished yelling at Godfrey, she's just gonna start crying on him. Because this is overwhelming as hell.
Of course.
And Hazel's goal was to get a potion to whoever needed it, and Levna's the only one who didn't get a potion. I know she got Preserve Life,
Yep.
but that's where Hazel's going. That's why she didn't pay attention.
You know what, Hazeal? You're
Yeah.
going to feed her a potion.
Mm-hmm.
Levna's going to lean down and go, fuck it. And she's going to plant one on you.
Surprised.
Sorry, I ain't leaving a battlefield like this without at least a kiss from somebody.
Aurontiros,
Seems like a
are we
good
supposed to
tradition.
kiss? You gave me a potion. They're kissing. Should we kiss? Probably feel like it. Is that customary?
Would keep us from talking too much. And Aurontiros is going to go for it too.
Okay. And as the entire party is smooching, I think it is time for us to take...
Whoa.
Oh,
Wait.
okay.
Well, everyone else is smooching. Godfrey is actually going to get down on one knee in front of Kelara and just look up at her, like take her hands and look up at her, and it's like, this has been a long time coming, and I don't want to go another day without having done this. Who knows what tomorrow's going to bring? I offer you my heart's oath, and with each dawn and dusk, and every joy and trial, I want our paths to be entwined. And will you, fair priestess, share your quest and grace with me, and have a bond that's as endearing as a dragon's breath? And
She's gonna lean towards you, kind of like cup your face, tell you yes, lean in and whisper, "You dropped the lance again," and then kiss you.
And all around you, you didn't notice them. But where you're standing on top of that spire is a perfect place as a bit of the clouds part. It's still raining, but you are bathed in light for a moment. And it's then that you realize you're being watched by your friends, by a phantom steed, and the entire cheering Calaman army. And as they cheer your victory and your engagement, we're going to take a break. Don't go anywhere, folks. Hello and welcome back to Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. The battle was won. And so, our heroes, well, they took whatever trophies they wanted to from the battlefield. Kansaldi had left quite a bit there. Her gold-embossed half-helmet was worth thousands of steel coins. And the gem, should anyone take it, is worth even more. However, perhaps it is the trophy of her spear or parts of the dragon that are what is really worth it. However, with the Red Dragon army routed, there is only one thing for most of you to do, and that is to take a long and well-deserved rest. Over the next couple of days, your allies check in on you. Darrett and Marshal Vendry are the first to find you and express their awe and gratitude. Darrett in particular spends a long time at your bedside as you are resting, saying how, "I wish that I had gone with you. I'm just lucky that we were able to make it back in time to make a difference at the end. Who would have thought? A couple of meatheads from Vogler making it all the way here and becoming, well, at least in your case, a hero, Sir Godfrey. Or should I say, Mr. Vingard."
Sir Vingard has a nice ring to it.
Lady Vingard? He smiles. You enjoy some wine, some soft food, and you rest up. Calaman would not have survived without you, and the city spends the rest of the day patching up the fortifications as is necessary for general function. However, as you rest up that day, the night is a different story. All around that night, the city is alight with celebration. Music echoes from every corner of the city's walls, the pubs, the taverns, individual houses. As you're looking down, a family of Kender dance atop a picnic bench in the center of town, playing accordions as they dance. Nearby, dwarves begrudgingly nod along, joining in with a pair of spoons. Around the way, you can even hear some elves trying to harmonize with the infernal racket, trilling ancient elven song into the night, the few elves that exist in Calaman, anyway. And the humans, well, the humans are very plentiful, and by the end of the night, some of them are even vertical still. But after the week they've had, after the year they've had, after the life they've had, it feels good to relax. As you celebrate with song, each of you is toasted. And I'd like everyone here who goes out to drink to make me a Constitution save with disadvantage from the amount of drinks that are being bought and thrust into your hands.
Can I have a roll flat because of
You may
dwarf
roll flat
presence?
because you are a dwarf.
Yay!
I rolled a 3 and a 4, so that's a 6 and a 6.
18
Riz?
with disadvantage.
Sounds great. Riz, you are absolutely flustered with alcohol.
They come in pints.
I'm
Aurontiros?
using one of my magical balances to make that 7 a 10, and that's a 13.
Okay, so you are going to have a mild hangover for the first time since you got drunk the first time. So the next morning you will have a bit of a headache. Aurontiros, what do you get?
Going to roll. Actually, no, I'm going to keep it.
Okay,
I rolled a
Silver
19
barbs.
and a 20,
okay.
but my Constitution save is +0.
That's
So
still,
19.
yeah, you are going to imbibe responsibly. Levna is not going to, but she's going to pull off a 19 and is going to start drinking every woman under the table and most of the men as well, as she enjoys boasting about fighting a dragon in one-on-one combat. Yeah, and of course my squire helped. He thinks he's a knight now.
Lev, you forgot. I was already there. I was the one that soloed the dragon for the first little bit. I even
Oh yeah, for the
taunted
first
it.
little bit, of course you did. Of course you did, your majesty. That's the Kender Queen, didn't you know? She's actual royalty. Did you know the Kender had a constitutional monarchy? I thought they were a bunch of anarchist scallywags.
We've monarchized in the last.
Yeah, like butterflies.
Ooh,
Kelara.
butterflies.
17.
17, so you are going to be getting this as well. And as you are all sitting inside of, actually outside, because this fiesta lasts days and days, the shop's barely open, and, well, let's just say that anyone who is serving alcohol or other imbibables is going to be making quite a mint as you are standing around this city square the next day, enjoying yourselves and relaxing for a bit before it's time to head back to work. You will smell something very familiar. And as you turn from the place you're sitting there in Calaman City Square, there are still dragon bones littering the ground. There are still buildings half collapsed. There is still rubble everywhere. You hear the sound of children playing. However, the one thing that you didn't expect is the scent of a baked fish pie. Looks like I finally found you kids. You hear a voice from behind you. Old Elthar. I thought you might be around here. I heard that there's a celebration for you tomorrow. Here. I could only use a bit of cod, but, and some tilapia. Whatever that is. So it's not quite as savory as the stuff we get downriver, but, here.
She'll take it, pass it into Godfrey's hands, to hold on to for her, and she's gonna hug him. And just be like, "You survived!"
Yeah, I took an arrow in the ass, but I survived. I actually ran into your brother. The big one. You know what? He's like you, kid. Big, warm hands. Good for kneading dough. I had him help me make these for you.
Oh, maybe. Oh, that was. I'm gonna play another round soon. Maybe you can help cater the wedding.
Who's getting married?
Points to Godfrey and Kelara.
Hey, Mr. Knight, what did I tell you about flirting with my staff? Just
Make
because
sure to
you're a
follow
knight.
through.
Make me a persuasion roll.
Oh.
Say Kelara quits then. Just I'm gonna quit now.
That'll be a
Inspiration.
16.
16. He's gonna.
Inspiration.
You're gonna use
Bardic
bardic
inspiration.
inspiration. All right, go do it. Do it.
It's a D10 for you.
Add a D10.
Oh, where is the D10? D10. D10. Oh, that's a
sounded
9
like
on the
D4.
D10.
A 9.
So I'll be at 25.
All right. As you make it, he's gonna give you a look up and down. You're all right, kid. You treat her nice, or you'll have me to deal with. And
I'm
there's
gonna
nothing.
be honest. That's nothing compared to what she would do if I didn't treat her nice.
You know what? He's not as dumb as he looks with that haircut. You clean him up before the wedding, and I'll cater it. A bride shouldn't be working on her special day after all. I'll tell Kern to come check in with you when he's done kneading dough, and I got him deboning fish right now. That boy can complain. We'll see you
He's
soon.
been put to good work.
Yeah. He's got to do something.
Oh, this pie though. Oh. No more
We're always gonna
hardtack.
pluck it back out of Aurontiros' hands. Whichever one he got.
Hey, that's my pie.
It wasn't our pie?
No.
Oops.
I thought he said he brought a pie for all of us.
He brought one. Their hand has.
Probably, but she's good. If they haven't gone back, she's gonna do this like, wait, I get pie.
I
You get the
taste
closest
tested
one.
it for you.
Let's see.
And as you're sitting there enjoying the breeze, Levna is going to take a look around and see someone walking through the crowd. And then turn over to Hazeal and go, Hazeal, hey, that was just a friend. You didn't take that the wrong way, right?
No.
In dwarven culture, that means that you're betrothed.
I could do worse.
Shut up, Aurontiros.
I thought that
guys.
was
It
an
meant whatever
elven
you wanted to mean.
tradition.
Oh wait, you mean I got an in?
I think
We'll
there's
talk-
somebody else who's looking for you.
Over her shoulder, you can see Ness standing in the crowd of people, a hood over her features. I'm gonna go see a girl about a dragon.
We're not afraid anymore?
Me? Do you know how many dragons I fought? Like, way too fucking many.
Yeah.
Besides-
you've killed enough dragons. Time to go slay one now.
Yaz Queen, she says, and backs away into the crowd and out of your sight. Is there anyone you're seeking out? Tomorrow, in fact, you do have a special meeting with Marshal Vendry. But today, you have a little bit of time to yourselves. Is there any ally you're looking for? Any person you want to go see? Or is there just a chance that they might bump into you in the village square, or the town square?
I think Kelara just wants to try and, like, actually find her brothers and make sure that they are, in fact, alive.
Okay.
Maybe today or the next day, or at some other point in time before the meeting, if at all possible, even for a few minutes, try and find Levna.
Okay.
So I think that'll be a little difficult.
As you're looking around, you, anyone who goes with Kelara will be able to follow their nose to the scent of fresh-baked pies. There's quite a line out the door, and as you look inside, you'll see that several of the survivors from Vogler are working their magic inside of a bakery. Half of the roof is collapsed, and a couple of dwarves that you recognize from Vogler are busy trying to reinforce the beams, but that's only the sitting half of the bakery. The rest, they have a tarp up to block any of the debris and are working feverishly to feed the hungry townsfolk. You see Kern, stripped down to just his undershirt, working as quickly as he can, his hair plastered to his face, as you also see a little blur of motion, your younger brother, moving around, dropping off ingredients, darting between legs, damn near a Kender himself. But as you look at Kern, you notice that he's moving a bit stiffly. His left leg is in a thick brace, all the way up to the hip. The knee looks a bit bent out of joint, like something heavy crushed it. He's moving well, but he's pivoting on one leg a lot. Elthar shows up and continues guiding them through things. And as he is working, do you say or do anything? He does not notice you.
Watch them for a moment. And however he's injured, does that look like something that she could probably fix?
Yeah. With either cure wounds or restoration, yeah.
She will then watch for a few moments and then slip up behind him, dodging movements and whatnot for the kitchen, and just touch him between the shoulder blades and cast cure wounds through him.
Hey, how are you doing? You made it. I heard that you made it back, but I didn't get a chance to see you. Did you get the pie?
Yeah, it was delicious. Well done. And then she's just gonna kind of pull him down and just glomp hug. And just kind of whisper, "Oh, thank God you survived."
Yeah. One of those.
I'm gonna reach out and snag Landon as he runs by.
Yeah, what? I'm fine. I'm fine.
And just pull him into this, like how we we'll make Charlie have a hug type thing.
Fair. And as
Just
they're
no group hug.
So as they're hugging, you're going to hear a whisper in your ear. The old man told me. And Godfrey, are you there?
Yeah. I'll just be kind of waiting a little bit behind, letting them have a moment.
Kern is going to kind of look up in your direction. Hey. Bro. What part of family hug do you not get?
Godfrey, he means you.
If you want to be part of the
in.
family, get in here.
Give him a big hug.
Oh,
Lift them all
God,
up.
you stink, Landon will say.
Well, you're stuck with me now.
Oh, why do you like this guy? He smells like ass.
I remember when you went through a phase of not bathing.
And you will hug it out. The rest of you, did you follow along to this?
I think Hazel's doing a lot of helping out with stonework,
Okay.
rebuilding stuff.
Well,
Riz is gonna try and find her cat.
okay. I want you to give me an investigation roll to find the cat.
Oh, I rolled oh wait, I have expertise. That's a 19.
A 19. It takes you the better part of an hour, but you will eventually find your cat curled up at the top of one of the towers, where you can hear the sound of tittering.
You know, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I agree. I think this is absolutely fantastic. We should work together in the future. More gnome flingers, more gnome flingers.
As
Did someone say gnome flinger?
Ruckledust and Than are shaking hands.
Oh, if it isn't the Kender Queen. Good to see you.
Adjust the crown on her head.
We were just talking about making some new inventions. We're thinking of heading back
to
to...
test drive.
Well, if you're ever in the area, we're moving back to Ruckledust's lab. Get some work done there.
Huh. Interesting. Have you guys seen that? Oh, it's charcoal! There you are.
Charcoal?
No,
I called him
my cat.
Horatio.
But, I mean, it was charcoal. Look at the coat, it matches. And I found him, he found me and Vogler when it was on fire, so I figured it was apt.
I called him Raven. Now, here you go.
They'll pass you the cat. The cat will go, meow.
Oh, I mean, charcoal can go wherever charcoal wants to go, but I just was,
The cat is going to climb up on your shoulder and drape himself around your neck.
Oh,
Okay.
that works. You are now Sir Charcoal.
The cat lets out a dignified, "Oh."
I'll have to get Aurontiros to talk to you and see what name you actually want to be called.
Aurontiros and Hazeal. Hazeal, you're working with the reconstruction effort. Aurontiros, what are you doing during this?
Going to go and see how the Vogler, refugees are preparing.
Sounds
do they seem
good.
to be sticking around, going back to Vogler?
Well, it doesn't take you too long before you are able to find Raven and some of the other villagers. They're doing their best to try to repair and clean up bits of Kalin, but you can also see that they're collecting their supplies. They're over in the refugee area of town. And as you approach, Raven is going to brush her hands off on her apron and say, "Well, look who it is. Our very own hero elf."
Oh, that's me.
It is you. Congratulations. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 100 times over.
Yeah, the heroes of Vogler. They... Suppose you haven't spoken to them yet. Kelara, Godfrey.
Not yet. I hear that they've been spending a bit of time together. I did hear the rumor about an impending wedding, though.
Maybe more than just a rumor.
Well, we'll definitely have to make sure that we have the field ready for a ceremony. We're planning on heading back to Vogler when the celebrations and the cleanup are done. I want to see what's left of the town and see what can be salvaged. You're welcome to come with.
I think I might do that.
Hey, regardless, I could use a bard with your skill at the next Kingfisher Festival. I guarantee it's going to be the most exciting one we've seen, well, in your lifetime. Which is like 4 of mine.
Now, don't sell yourself short.
I'm 33.
Oh. I had no idea. My condolences.
I look good. What are you talking about?
I still never figured out how long humans live for. Like, is Godfrey like 60 or like 15? I've never asked him.
He's like 20 something, I think. I remember when he lived in
But
town.
he's got like the whites in the hair and like the stubble. Doesn't it take like 50, 60 years before you start growing that?
If I was worried what Kelara would do to me all the time, I'd probably have white hairs too. Besides, look at who you travel with. There's a lot of stress going on.
Right. There are still dragon armies out there.
There are. You're welcome to,
I'll have to take...
Hmm?
I might need to take a rain check on the Kingfisher Festival.
Well, you know the best thing about the Kingfisher Festival? It happens every year.
What's another 33 years?
A long time. Don't make me wait for you till I'm in my 60s, okay? You owe me a dance.
And when's the next Kingfisher Festival?
About... Try to get it ready in about 6 to 9 months.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that. If I'm
Hopefully.
not adventuring or dead.
We can help.
Oh, did you... there was like a little girl. She had like a small scar on her cheek. Like lots
Talina.
of freckles. Yes, did you... I haven't seen her since I've come back.
Think that's her over there playing with my nephew. The one with the big curly hair. She points over, and there's in fact, that girl is there playing with some very, very beaten up toys, with a dark-skinned boy with quite a frizzy fro.
And what was her name again?
Talina.
Talina. Going to approach the two kids and be like, Talina.
Oh, Mr. Elf!
That's right. I wanted to thank you and give something back to you.
You're welcome. Right? That's what I'm supposed to say. You're welcome. What am I
Going to
welcome for?
pass the arrow that Aurontiros pulled free from that one dragon, the undead dragon, and pass it to her. He's cleaned it since. And be like, this is a dragon, an arrow of dragon slaying. And, well, the dragons have been slayed, so it's going back to you. Thank you.
Wait, really? You use this to kill a dragon? The boy just kind of stares at the arrowhead with this look on his face like...
And I want you to promise me if the dragons ever come back, that you're old enough and versed in a bow enough to slay one yourself.
Really? Can I?
Of course you can. Godfrey and Kelara did, And they're from your village. It's kind of seems like dragon slayers run in the community.
Yeah, yeah, of course, we're really tough.
And if the next ones ever come and mess with Vogler again,
I'll shoot him, right?
you'll shoot them.
Thanks. She smiles, a little gap-toothed at you from a missing canine, and gives you a hug around the waist.
And,
Do I
look
get a cool
after
gift too?
everyone else.
The other boy says.
Oh, do you want... Oh, you want a cool gift?
Yeah, if you're giving stuff out, let's go.
Oh, okay. And is going to cast a plant growth as he rubs his head and make roses pop out.
Oh
from
yeah,
their
let's
hair.
go. Let's do it. Whoa. Am I like part plant now? Do I have plant powers?
I think maybe you might.
Whoa. I'm cool. Plant powers activate! He's gonna run off, waving his arms like a maniac. The girl is going to chase after him. Later on, you'll bump into Levna, Godfrey. She's sitting outside of an alehouse. There are 2 tankards on her table. An empty seat that's been pushed back recently, maybe someone going to a privy or something like that. She's sitting by herself for a moment, looking off into the distance idly. It's strange to see Levna Dracorn outside of her armor, but today she is just wearing her common clothes. Breeches, a simple tunic. And she looks up at you as you walk by. What's
Sir
up?
Levna?
Squire?
I'm gonna be busy for a little bit. Wedding and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, you heard what Fire-Eyes said.
Yeah.
I think, knowing you, that we're, at least where I'm going for now, and what you're likely to do, that this is better in your hands and will do more good. And I'm going to try to give her the Dragonlance.
Listen, Godfrey, thank you.
Can't think of a better person to use it. And I'm hoping to try and help rebuild Vogler.
Yeah, I'm kind of choked up too. I'm just gonna keep it warm for you, okay? It's gonna be yours when...
If what Fire-Eyes said was true, I don't think I'll be able to help or stay away for too long.
Yeah.
But no use this just sitting there, right?
Darrett's already bumped into me. He's heading over to Malgoth to, well, become a real member of the Knights. Pledge himself before the Order. Thinking I might go with him. to present him for all the good he did here. If you
Oh, I
want to
know
go
he,
and get sworn in officially, you can come too. But I know you're busy. And if anybody says you're anything less than a knight, I'll stick this right up there. What are we talking about? You'll hear a voice as Ness and Kleistron round the corner. What are we talking about? I ran into Kleistron when I was powdering my face, she says, and Kleistron will go, "Oh, howdy. Good to see y'all. Well, I'm going to be heading back to the Northern Waste soon. Next time you're in Heart's Hollow reach, inside a range of Heart's Hollow, you better come. Bring the missus."
Sure thing.
If you want to come now, you can. Tell that to any of your friends too. Oh, still got the Dragonelles. We can go back in style.
Can Riz just conveniently be walking by at this point?
You're there.
Oh, I'd love to come check out Heart's Hollow. Looks at Ness. I need to visit someone.
I think that can be arranged. Now, if you'll excuse me, do you all mind leaving? My friend and I were in the middle of a lunch date.
Kleistron, Rizira, I think we could help the refugees with something. Anything. Let's go.
Of course, yes. I will look forward to babysitting when you two are busy.
And looking down as you walk off, you can hear Ness say, "I leave for 1 minute. And I come back to find my date with the Dragonlance. You trying to tell me something?" I have no words. That's all right. I've got plenty for the both of us. And Hazeal, as you are working around the stone and trying to get the place back up in order, using your stone cunning, using your knowledge, using perhaps some of your Bigby's hand spells to lift heavy rocks and do labor work, you're going to hear the sound of, well, the sound of heavy footfalls behind you. As you look back, hefting a giant rock out of the way, Marshal Vendry is going to look over at you. Hazeal?
Hi.
I don't know if you have plans after this, but if you're interested, we could use someone with your skills around here. It seems that our wizard has absconded with her property. And I don't expect her back anytime soon. We could use another resident wizard.
I might have something to take care of first,
Well, don't be too long.
but maybe.
You'll always have a place here. You can be the court wizard. Sorcerer, mage, whatever the correct term is. It's a bit beyond me, but the court sorcerer supreme. I don't expect it's going to be... You're welcome. I don't think it's going to be too long before the armies are going to be on the move again, and I want to get our defenses up and running. As long as you can spare with these giant hands, the better.
I'll leave you in a good place if I do
You already
to go
have.
take care of something.
I don't know where you're headed after this, but I'm planning to send agents out to Malgoth and Palanthus, trying to grab some of the Knights of Slomnia to bolster our defenses. If you're going anywhere that can, well, be asked for aid, please pass that along too, okay?
Oh well.
In the meanwhile, don't work too hard. You've kind of done a lot for the city already.
Doesn't always feel like enough, but you're probably right.
And between us, thank you. I don't remember much of it, but my soldiers told me what you did for me. I wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for you. Calumet wouldn't be standing if it wasn't for you. Thank you. You will always have friends in Calumet.
That's good to know.
Well, I'm going to leave you to keep doing your work. I don't want to distract you. I'd say I'd offer you a hand, but it seems like you've got some pretty big ones already.
Hazel's just been standing there the whole time with her hand like this because it follows her hand, and so the big hand is just in the air. And she's like, yep.
And as that occurs, there is one last person that meets with you all. Kelara, where are you right now? Where would you be in the middle of the day?
Probably helping rebuild. Or at least going around healing people. Like,
Okay.
whatever would make the most sense for, like, her skills.
So as you are healing people, you are going to hear the sound of someone coughing in the corner. And a woman is going to sit down next to you and hand you some medical supplies. It's hard to see her dressed in plain clothes. She looks like she's lost a lot of weight. Her hair is still silvery and cut short. But Dame Becklin sits next to you. I thought you might need an extra set of hands.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
I hear that you're getting married.
It only took a war.
Love is a war, isn't it?
Just a little bit.
Between us, I'd intended Thornwall Keep to be my retirement spot. I think that it became a bit more exciting than I intended, and I'm not certain that, given the injuries that I've suffered, I'll be able to keep it up as well as I would like, assuming that it's still in one piece. I'd like you to talk to your husband, to be, and ask whether or not you would like to take up residence there and take over Thornwall Keep.
Now that's the one in Vogler, right?
That's the one in Vogler. That is the old keep that Becklin lived at and was doing yard work excavation in.
I think Kelara will kind of indicate that they were planning to help try and mop up remainder of armies and whatnot, or pockets of issue, but otherwise they would definitely consider doing that in a year or two.
Plenty of room
But
for
honestly,
children.
you are should be in great physical shape for a while longer.
I'll try to keep it in good working order for you. I will prepare it for your arrival, Lady Kelara.
Her eyes kind of go a little wide and she goes, just kind of suddenly realizes what exactly that's going to change for her. I don't think she thought about that part.
Well. In the meanwhile, I'll be heading back to Vogler. Anyone who would like to come with me is welcome. I don't think my sword is quite what what it once was. But I'm happy to pass along any knowledge that I have. To you, to Godfrey, to anyone else. Even your little Kendo friend. Who I believe may have acquired a spyglass off of my shelf the last time she was visiting.
Well, I mean, if you just ask her, she probably picked up somewhere where it got misplaced. So, really she did you a favor by finding it.
And she will laugh with you. And with that, we are going to pan out. A week passes after the siege of Calaman, and a great ceremony is held, not in the city center, but at the castle proper. It is a wide-ranging ceremony. Heroes alive and dead are honored. Governor Thren and Marshal Venry are there. Calaman's knights, its warriors, stand in flanking rows alongside of you. And one by one, you are called up in front of them, along the stairwell leading up into the castle. On behalf of Calaman, Marshal Vendry says, I hereby thank you and consider your service to Calaman honorably discharged. Please step forward, Sir Godfrey Highvalor. As you step forward, she reaches over to a cushion that's being held by some of the other council members. She turns and places a platinum medallion around your neck. Lady Kelara Vingard, Cleric of Mishikal. As you approach, she puts a medal around your head as well. Lady Hazeal Nightgranite. As you approach, another platinum medal. Sir Aurontiros Caledon. A medal around your neck. And Her Majesty Rizira Moonbrush, first of her name from the Kender Nations. And she turns, looks down at a pillow where there is no medallion, and then looks at you, and you're already wearing a medallion? Upside down, but it's on you already. You seem to have found it.
Oh! I did. Really pretty.
On behalf of Calaman, on behalf of all of us, we thank you. You are truly the heroes of Calaman, and we will be forever in your debt. You'll hear calls of "Hear, hear! Hear, hear!" from the assembled soldiers. All of you are welcome to remain in Calaman as knights of the court, if you'd like. But we understand if you have places to be. She smiles. People cheer and holler. And the celebration quickly dissolves into another excuse to party. Food and drink are served. And as you mill around, trying to figure out exactly what to do next with your day before it's time to head out, a messenger runs forward. Excuse me, he says, turning to Godfrey and Kelara first, being the more obvious people to see. I have a letter for you. A delivery.
Oh. I'll
It was dropped off by a rider a few moments ago. He passes you a letter.
I'll open it and like try and show it to everyone at the same time.
As you open
Does it say who it's?
it does not. You will see it is a letter sealed with a blue wax seal, bearing the Dragon Queen's symbol. It has simple writing on the inside. Congratulations, heroes of Kalaman. I toast your bravery and daring. I could use audacious souls such as yourselves, and will be watching your exploits with interest. Your city has escaped the Dragon Queen's grasp today, but none can defy her will for long. I hope that when we first meet, it won't be among Kalaman's ruins. And a simple letter as a signature. A K. And as you look down at the impending threat, we will fade out. Kelara. Well, after that, you head back, prepare for the wedding. There's plenty of adventuring to do, isn't there? Still on the horizon. Once Vogler is cured again, right? Is that the plan?
I think so, because I don't think she can ignore it to settle down and just go back to normal when
There's so
there's
much
that
going on.
threat looming. So I think she will try to either encourage that her and Godfrey travel with any of the others that want to go with them. Maybe Darrett or any of the party.
Yeah,
And try
Godfrey.
and disrupt as much as we can.
Yeah, Godfrey wants to try and make sure the people of Vogler are safe, that they have a home to go back to, and try and help out a little bit there. But there's too much going on because if we don't help in what else is going on, and it's not going to matter how safe Vogler or anywhere else is.
You head back to Vogler. The two of you, Raven, Kelara's brothers, and the rest. Preparing it, reclaiming it, and running out all of the stragglers from the Red Dragon Army. Keep you busy. Right up to the time where it comes to start planning your ceremony. It's good that you're together. Although, Kelara, you do discover, after some waiting and some annoyance, that yet again, Godfrey has let the Dragonlance slip out of his hands. But he's probably left it somewhere safe. There's a bit of time before your wedding. Enough time for your friends to do their own things and hopefully still attend. Rizira, do you take up the offer to go to Heart's Hollow?
Oh, totally. She brings charcoal with her, and she's really if Ness allows her, she wants to be as much of a protector and raiser of this little baby dragon egg when eventually hatches.
You
Riz
head
really
back.
wants a dragon.
You end up making a little bit of odd coin, not that you need it. Acquiring things for Lavender Shop from time to time, or working around, serving drinks and telling stories. And waiting for this egg to hatch. Ness finally breaks down and says, "All right, fine. Its middle name can be Rizira."
That's all I wanted.
But it's a bit derivative, don't you think?
What
It's
do
got
you
dra
mean?
in the title. I don't call you Kendrizira.
No, but I figured. Oh,
But
are you okay with just naming the middle name Rizira?
Got him.
well, I suppose it is a custom in many lands to give the middle name of an ant. But just a middle name. Hear me?
That's fine.
Now tell
Riz
me the
will
story about that Uncle Tass fella that you met.
So we were in a big. We were on a shrine, a temple to Paladine. It's where Godfrey got the lance.
And
First time
we will
before it
slowly
was-
fade out the window as the story continues. Aurontiros, where do you head? Do you go to Vogler, down to Qualinesti? Where do you go?
Alongside those others that are traveling south, Aurontiros will, well, travel alongside Hazeal, and their homes are not too far apart, which is how they ended up traveling north. So that they can both see the devastation or aid those fleeing from from war on their way to I hear that dwarves all live completely underground, like they don't even come up sometimes.
Not all of them, but a lot of them. All the mountain ones, anyway. They haven't left in 300 years.
Oh. Wait, they live that long?
Well, I don't think many of them remember. Well, some of them probably still. I don't know. Who was oldest? I can't remember how old he was.
Is it gonna take a long time to travel underground? When dwarves need to reconnect to nature and touch grass, what do?
They touch rock instead.
Strange.
you make your way south together. Toward Colonesti. Toward Thorbarden. Your adventures are just beginning. And as you make it to the gates of Thorbarden, a guard, uncharacteristically, a pair of them, will meet you near one of the entrances. As you approach, they will look at you with a bit of suspicion. Who goes there?
Hazeal Nightgranite. Returning home.
Hazeal Nightgranite. You've been gone for quite a while, cousin. And who's this
I
then?
have.
This the elf you ran off with? Instead of your fiancé?
This is Aurontiros. We fought in the war together.
War. Well, you're in time. You won't be the only strangers here. And they're even weirder than this one. One of them wears robes like yours. Weirdest thing. He's got eyes shaped like hourglasses. And with that, you head home and into the rest of your adventure. And that is the beginning of a brand new adventure for all of you. Maybe we'll hear it someday. But in the meanwhile, thanks for joining us for Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, here on Dork Tales. You did it, guys!
Oh my goodness.
We survived!
We survived! We survived because we were unique.
You were unique, you were great, you were great! You got there just in time to meet the companions according to the timeline.
Nice. Nice. Oh,
Exciting.
Oh, boy. Oh, how are you guys doing?
First I thought it was Dalamar, and
can't
then you
wait
said
to
the
take this
hourglass.
dead
was like,
beaver off my head.
Oh, take it up.
As soon as Kelly started saying additional strangers, because I knew the companions were there right after book one when this module is set, I was like, yep.
Oh, right. Yes.
Right?
I specifically
Right.
listened to those audiobooks because it was more dwarven stuff.
Yeah.
this character.
Right? So you
Yeah,
might not
I
get a
forgot
chance to
that's where
meet
they
them, but
started.
you might. It just happened off camera for the books.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
I'm one of many dwarves they met there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We were,
A bunch.
I feel like they would have mentioned in the book if Raceland met a red robe. I had a Raceland voice ready. I was like, should I have him there? I'm like, it's a little too much. A little too much. But I had my Kiefer Sutherland Raceland voice ready.
The
I love doing a
Fair
Raceland
enough.
voice.
just knowing is
Just
good.
knowing he's out there. You guys had a Dragonlance first.
Also, if it did happen off camera, Raceland probably just never would have mentioned
That's true.
red robe dwarf.
I'm the only red robe here. My intellect doesn't go questioned.
Ooh. I don't know about that, brother. Don't people question it a lot? Shut up, Caraman.
Silence, Caraman.
Raceland off.
Raceland off. Oh boy.
Raced off.
Raced
I
off.
just love that we have our own like Star Wars medal ceremony.
Oh
I
my
know. Thank you.
gosh,
Thank
yes.
you. If I could have used
It was
that song, I
hard
would
not
have.
trying to make a chewy noise.
I had to give
Well, somebody
snot.
commented about how like Chewie should get a medal this time. I think it was Cal. And I was like,
Cal.
yeah, Godfrey's getting one.
Oh, with the hair.
And then Godfrey's like, no, Levna is it? And then Christine,
No,
you were like,
I just
no,
said
but
I
he-
thought it was.
Oh,
Levna.
yeah, he thought it was Levna. And then Christine's like, no, Godfrey has the hair. And I that's where if you see me just
Oh
burst
my
out,
god, I
just-
forgot to
That
give
is-
one to Levna. I forgot to give one to... She's the Chewbacca. I forgot to give one to Levna. She's just there like...
His
"Rawr."
curse strikes.
No, Levna. They had one for Levna. Levna just didn't show up because
Just
she
didn't
was
show up.
recovering.
She was recovering. Yeah, I need that potion of lightning
That
resistance.
Jesse is too much.
That's enough of that. Hey, folks, thank you so much for tuning into this final episode of Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. With a caveat, we will be back next Wednesday to do one final How to Run Dragonlance. So if you have any questions about the entire campaign, particularly the later half of the chapter and how we dealt with Lord Soth, please let us know. Put it in the comments, hop on the Discord and toss it in there. We're going to do that episode. It's probably going to be a bit of a shorter one because we're very tired. But please come ask us questions. In the meanwhile, though, if you like what we do here, I strongly encourage you to check out our Patreon. Patreon is the way that I can do this full time, and it really does make a difference. So as little as $5 a month or more, if you can handle it, it really goes a long way. Keeping me fed, caffeinated, rented, it helps me buy tech and things like that for everybody. Get this cool art that we have. Yeah, the wonderful art from Kiyoshuki that you see here. It also just allows us to have support. I want to do a big thank you to some people who really helped make this possible. First of which, players, thank you. This was a fantastic journey. It took us almost a year to do. We went through one of my favorite media properties together. And I love you all. You are all wonderful.
Almost a year.
Cal, this
December
is
7th was the session 0.
So it'll be a year with the session 1, or with the How to Run. Cal, it was wonderful getting you into Dork Tales finally and watching you play this character that hit so many different levels that I was not expecting. It was just absolutely fantastic. Jen, it is always a pleasure to play with you, but I always love it when I see that fervent love of material come out of you. When you really get into a property like Mage or now Dragonlance, there's just something magical about the way that you approach it and how into it you get, because it's the way I get about things. I love seeing that in other people. It has been a joy to play with you as always. Christine, it is always wonderful to play with you. You are a fantastic human being, and you managed to pull off sweet cinnamon roll and terrifying mafia mama like I have never seen before. This is definitely one of your best characters. I love Kelara, and I love watching her pop out of her shell. Robin, you literally stole more titles from this game than any 5 games you've ever played before. And you played a Kender, which is one of the hardest things to play in fantasy without being an annoying little punk. Congratulations. That is an acting feat that you should be very proud of, because I know I'm proud of you. Good job. Chris, you wore that wig the entire campaign. But Chris, seriously, you love Dragonlance as much as I do, and you came to this with a huge amount of passion. You fought through migraines and newborns, which newborns are a really high challenge rating. I'm surprised you survived.
Holy shit! You didn't have a kid born yet when we started this.
Nope, he did not. We had to take time off so that he could have a kid, and his hips have never recovered.
Thank you for on that note. Thank you for Caitlin for watching him so that I could do this.
Caitlin,
Yes.
Thank you so much. Also, of course, a big thank you to Michael, our graphics guy, Michael Ilott, Sylvester Slays. Thank you so much for making this look as beautiful as it did. We couldn't have done it without you. Literally, like, this is the last major generation 4 overlay. All of our stuff is upgraded since then because you've put even more work into it. You're always evolving our look. I can't thank you enough, Mike. Seriously, you're phenomenal. Your work is great, and you're a great friend. So thank you for taking the time, taking the energy, and now take some praise. Damn it. A big thank you to our artist as well. Kiyoshuki is one of the easiest artists I have ever worked with in my life. I strongly suggest that anybody who needs art, she is fast, she is efficient, she is reasonably priced. Even if you are doing commercial stuff, you can find her links in our credits or in the stream info at the bottom of the YouTube videos. If you need some art, she does some fantastic, like, just black and white sketches. She does all manner of fantasy and non-fantasy stuff, and she's just awesome. go support her. Also, if you like the chibis that we have for Dragonlance, you can support our other artist, and that is Light. Light is available for chibis when she's done doing all of our additional chibis, and you can always check out more info on that.
We got so many.
We got so many chibis
We got
coming.
so more
I think
coming.
Shut
it's
up
fun
and
to
take
go
our
for
money.
Shut up and take our money.
months.
And then I also have to thank Tessa Maps. So Tessa provided us a bunch of maps that are available over on the Dungeon Masters Guild. She provided them to us free of charge as a way to just show them off to the world. And I cannot say thank you enough for being able to have random encounter maps, because that is the most frustrating thing about running modules. They never give you enough maps. Tessa's maps are easy to work with. They are really great. I actually used a bunch of her Dragonlance maps in Shards of Nirn last night to build the ruins of Casadad, and I think they're on Black Friday sale right now. So please, she does them for every module set. She's wonderful, and she's a really cool person to work with. So you know you're supporting someone good that does really good work. And plus these packs are like freaking huge. There's like dozens and dozens of maps with each package. I strongly suggest you go support Tessa. You can find Tessa Maps on ttrpg or in the link below if you're watching on YouTube. We do not get a cut of that. So like all of that money goes straight to Tessa and ttrpg, because that's the way it works. But please, if you need maps, you couldn't go wrong there. And then finally, I want to thank you, all of you, for watching, all of our patrons, all of our viewers. It's been 40 episodes, and it has been a hell of a journey, and I'm so proud that we were able to do this, and that Dragonlance has been such a popular show. If you have a chance to join our Patreon, I would love it. If you don't, keep watching. We have a lot more stuff coming. And speaking of which, before I thank our Patreon, we have a new game that's going to be starting on Wednesdays in January. And I might have thrown a little something together for it. So, without further ado, I would like to invite you to watch the trailer, the announcement trailer for our new show, starting mid-January 2024. You guys ready? You got your headphones on?
I've been waiting for this all session.
All right. 3, 2. It is a world of darkness. We are starting a brand new campaign of Vampire the Masquerade, The Dark Ages, and running the legendary 800-year-long Transylvania Chronicle. Whew. It stretches from the 12th century to the modern nights of Gehenna, and is going to feature 4 out of 5 of the Dragonlance people. Christine has, we were supposed to be done with this campaign a month and a half ago. So Christine is in Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. You're not much of a vampire player, so this isn't
I'm not really a vampire fan. Like, the setting's cool, but I'm not much of a player.
Yep.
And also
but
that leaves me free to maybe do something else if we get enough Patreons.
that's true, because if we hit 175, Christine's going to run a game for the Patreon, and we know what it is. It's going to be ridiculous. So it is a Dark Ages vampire campaign that is going to star Chris, Robin, Cal, and Jen. And we've already got our art done by Braha Haga. I have the book right behind me to do research. It is going to be a dark fantasy game that is it's going to be real dark. It is a legendary campaign, and as far as I can tell, I have not seen another actual play do it, and I consider that a challenge. So It is going to be great. I guarantee that you're going to love the cast, and the costuming is going to be fantastic. It is going to be absolutely wonderful. So I hope you join us for that. And I know that our sponsor, Bookwyrm Games, is hyped because I told Michael from Bookwyrm Games about it about 4 months ago, and he has been buzzing the entire time.
Really? Oh,
He's a huge
that's
vampire.
awesome.
I told you the first thing that ever happened when we were on our call to talk about sponsorship was he had a big Vampire the Masquerade Nosferatu poster behind him, like the official
Nice.
print. Like the official print from Mind's Eye Theater was behind him. So I was like, okay, we're in good company because you're a huge nerd too. Great. You're not just a guy who sells dice. You know, you're an actual, like, you're a nerd like me. I love it. So it's going to be fantastic doing this. I hope that people come and enjoy it because I have not made it a secret that I'm not a huge fan of Vampire 5th edition. I think it's a little clunky in places. It's okay if you love it. That's you. I was raised on the old stuff. I'm an old dude, so I'm stuck on revised and V20. So we'll be playing V20 for that, not Vampire 5th edition. This is going to be Robin's first vampire game, and she's got fangs for it and everything. We're not going to have
a good character.
it's.
I'm so
yeah.
excited for this character.
Everybody has a great character for this. I'm
It's
very,
true. I'm
very
just so
excited.
excited for all of these characters.
Yeah. Also, before you thank the patrons, Kelly.
Yes.
Thank you very much for running
Yes.
this campaign. It's been an absolute joy, and I don't think no one could have run it like you did. You are a fantastic DM and storyteller, and deal with the insanity of our party. And
You guys were easy.
you make everything so fun and
Thank
so cinematic and heroic. So thank you. I
You-
really enjoyed it.
And you
Thank you.
brought yet another amazing NPC to the cast. Like, I think I would have been more
Right.
upset if we'd lost Levna over one of the player characters.
I-
Same.
I'm so surprised that she
I was
lived.
like, I'm okay
Yeah.
with it, but Levna, no.
We tried so hard to save her every single time.
Yes.
I healed her so much. It was between her and Godfrey. Like, god damn it.
I was waiting for the legendary rug pull where we lose something we love. Not today.
Not today.
I was- This time I was like, okay, shit, I need to heal Godfrey because he can use the lance. God damn it, Levna, don't die.
Right.
Oh boy. Levna and Harwar for the win. They're cousins. You just didn't know.
Yes. Seriously, thank you. It was great.
One day we need art of like all your like iconic NPCs,
Oh,
like
God.
sitting in a circle chatting, like Harwar, Levna, Farah.
Farah-
Sitting in a
Farah's
circle, chatting with
best.
each other like at a tavern with you.
Yes.
Okay, that's what you can give
Oh.
me for my birthday. So folks,
There we go.
my birthday's in like 3 months, so like I'm an Aquarius, folks, so you can do that. Folks, I think this is a great place for us to call it here tonight. We'll see you next week where we'll talk more about the campaign, we'll reminisce, we'll share some more stories, and we'll talk about what you can do. I also want to say, and this is going to be a hot take, thank you to Wizards of the Coast for actually putting out a Dragonlance module. I know you haven't been thanked much in the past year, nor should you be as a corporate entity.
Get him.
But you know what? You did a good job with this one. And I think that, like, I would change very few things about this book overall, the way it's written, as a module for new players and for new DMs. I think that you did a solid job, and I'm really glad you did, because I would have been so disappointed, because Dragonlance is my baby, and not only that, but Joe Manganiello would go and ruin you if you messed it up. And you don't mess with Joe. And with that, folks, a big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/dorktales, starting with my mom, who is responsible for this campaign. Because little known fact, not only did my mom give birth to me, when I was a growing nerd in the middle of Missouri, I didn't have very many friends who read Dragonlance books, but my mother was a voracious reader and remains a fairly steady reader. She has actually read more Dragonlance books than anyone in this group except for maybe Chris and I. I don't know how many Cal has read, but she has read like through like the side books with me, like when I was a teenager. And so she actually really helped bolster my love of Dragonlance when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13, around there. So thank you, Mom, for supporting and for being the divine producer. A big thank you to Precarious, our demonic producer, just for being devilishly handsome and for being part of our Planescape campaign, which is going to be on this Sunday at noon. So join us for that. It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to kill him a lot. To our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Cleric, who is always a pleasure to interact with and to write spells for, and the Ink Goblin, who ran this campaign a little bit and outpaced me a little bit before me, and gave me some pointers on things that maybe I should consider, or the Flame Skull room being a TPK. He warned me about that back in the tower at Onyari. And of course, our High Council of the Patreon. How could I forget? Taryn, Buddy, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Karasha Urquhart, Chef Aladeth, Larouk, Sorcerer Sanguine, and Mike Baxter. Y'all are just plain phenomenal. I could not do it without you. Seriously. Everybody join the damn Patreon. Join the damn High Council if you got the money. And if you can't, keep watching. We'll be around. And with that, I guess that's probably good night.
Yeah.
We did it.
Good night.
This is the last time you'll see us
Oof.
wearing
The
this.
full outfit.
Yep.
I get to turn this wig into different character's wig now. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, I
All
think
right,
this one is
folks.
going to become an extra life wig.
It's going to be, it's a good
I
wig
know.
on you.
I figure what to do with this wonderful little vest that Krista made for me for Riz. Oh, I'd love it. I'll actually
Well,
wear it
you're
as a
disappearing
vest.
into the green screen.
I
So
know.
All right.
It's
And before
disappearing.
Robin
the green
disappears,
screen's going to borrow it.
I think we should say good night. Good night, everyone. And a Yaz Queen to you all. See you next time, folks.